But welcome to session 9. We're on our way to our big session 10. Thank Epidemic Sound, obviously, for letting us use the music with the license that I have with them, and Bardify on YouTube making these seamless loops that we'll use in the VOD. They won't hear it here on the stream. And with that, and without further ado, on to our captain for our recap.
All right.
Gotta love it.
All right. I'm good.
You gonna share some of that popcorn chicken?
Did someone say chicken?
No!
Don't say popcorn.
Shush. Just returning after ridding Port Kylo of some of the cultist problem, we decided to have the smallest resupply. We went back to the Yelp's to pick up a few things, in which after Vic almost opened the door to God's knows where. After a small confrontation happened with Kieran and I, and later I left with Maggie to head towards Governor Seabear to give them the news, hopefully in order to gain some favor. I learned, unfortunately, though, when about to speak to Seabear, that Maggie turned in her own over some petty squabble. After hopefully preventing my crew's name from being frowned upon, I had to apologize. I don't blame Vic nor Maggie, but I can't allow people to go against each other on this ship. Though they are very clearly both having issues of their own. Later I spoke with Kieran, confessing to what I am, though I didn't go into much detail. And I hopefully helped Kieran understand what they are, seeming that not every emergent has it as simple as it than some others.
Yep.
And then, yeah, after that, basically, before, the end of session, Wiki also did, their whole little thing where they got a silly little dagger and they waved it around Tails, and it did, weird silence effect. I also think they're cursed. I can't remember. It might be cursed.
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe.
Do you know that? Dodo?
Wiki might have to be asking questions,
I ain't saying shit.
All right, but with that, I do think it is time to move on into the meat of tonight's session. As I'll say, time will pass. You will have a beautiful 8-hour long rest.
Woo.
As it is now 2:45 p.m. And yeah, 5th of Hammer, 1365. Please take it away, as everyone will wake up from whatever they needed to do.
Yeah, I would say, Tails use, the 2 hours that you can usually stay up during a long rest to, see if he can catch Maggie just waking up or not.
Yeah.
We gotta gamble, see if she's fucking gotten the bottle already in her sleep.
I don't know what that is.
Why are you on the anchor thing?
Why not?
They got you there.
I mean, you know what? That's fair, I guess.
Just, if I start spinning, stop me.
If you start spinning, that means something bad's happening to our anchor.
Exactly, if I start spinning, stop me.
Because the anchor's already down, right? It's not technically all attached to them. It is currently in the water. So if you start spinning, the anchor's being dragged somewhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say, which way do you think the anchor
I'm
is
spinning. It's my bad.
What if
Wiki,
it's
you
the
have
other way, Wiki?
Wiki, you start spinning and you start having a headache.
Oh my god, please stop me!
Move.
No, it's this way. It's this way, not that way.
You too.
Wait, isn't that lowering the anchor?
Yeah, it's raising actually. Anyway.
Yeah, I was saying, this is raising, this is lowering.
Damn, that. What is your rotations per second?
Oh my god.
The most efficient crew. We will never have to stop for more than 2 seconds. Sea of Thieves hates this man.
You don't need my help. You already know how to pull an anchor again.
God, we're drifting on water.
But anyway.
As Tails peeks down the ladder, does he see anyone awake?
Yeah, you'll see Vic journaling, and more than likely Maggie groggily getting up.
Yeah. So Maggie seems to kind of be like half awake, as Ashes is just sleeping like on their chest. So like they're kind of awake.
Yeah, Tails kind of like halfway leaning off the ladder, just kind of like, all right, Maggie, do you even remember yesterday?
No, what's going on? I know we killed a bunch of people, which that was fun.
And after that?
Walking around the port, did some shopping, and not much after that, really. Also, what are you doing looking over me? Are you supposed to be captaining or something?
I rolled a 10 on insight. I'm trying to figure out if you're lying to me.
They're being pretty much truthful. Or, well, I'd say I'm gonna roll history.
Yeah.
That's a hidden roll, but I can screenshot that real fast.
It's a nat 20, isn't it?
No, it's a 4.
Oh.
That's funny, you're actually not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I genuinely don't remember.
You don't remember like anything past Yelp shop.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd say briefly. You're still pretty focused on your journal, but if you want to start like listening in, you can roll me a perception.
Do you not remember turning in a certain crewmate yesterday?
And yeah, you won't be able to hear this part.
Yeah, Tails isn't being quiet because he's very clearly not.
Well, never
hiding
mind
it.
then. Yeah, no, you are. Yeah.
Yeah, he's using like a normal talking tone.
Yeah, I always forget you have a +9.
You can just hear him clearly from 30 feet away instead of having to hear like.
Yeah.
Did I do something with that? Probably. Yeah. Let me guess. It was Vic, right?
Yes.
Did I get any money out of it?
No, you didn't.
Shit, then it must have been petty. Anyway, besides that, I think that's the whole reason we're talking right now. Like,
Yes.
I got a minor headache, alright? Can I... get up?
Sure.
So, yeah, at this point, Ashes, like, kind of wakes up and, like, gets on their shoulder. I need to reattach them, actually.
She checking on her bottle over there.
Yeah, because probably left them there to brew while they passed out.
Yeah.
Alright, those are looking good. Yeah.
No, just coming to see how you're doing after everything. Also, if you don't want people to read a journal, don't be shocked and slam it. Close it normally.
Wiki, shut up.
You have a journal? I don't really care. This is the first time Maggie's even noticed you had a journal.
That better not be my pen and paper for me.
Yes, I am aware. But reminder, this won't just be a few people on this ship for long.
Damn it, there's only empty bottles.
You'll most likely be fine. No one should be stealing from each other anyway, but I wouldn't make it very loudly known that's not something you want to look into. When we get a brig, I can't exactly babysit 30 people. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. And he ruffles your hair and walks up the stairs.
Hey, you know what we should do next time we kill a bunch of people on a ship? They better have a stove. I want a stove. I'm tired of eating dried fish.
Probably get one on the brig. I don't think we actually have room on this ship.
It doesn't have to be a big stove. But, yeah, probably. Why are we not on the bigger ship anyway?
Because we haven't done the job yet. That's what we're doing today. We're selling to Monstera. Well, at least the outskirts.
Okay. Alright, I need a morning spirit.
And for you, I point at Vic. Monstera means lots of monsters. I go upstairs completely.
What you
And
stop
yeah, and yeah.
singing, you spin me right round.
And yeah, Maggie,
can't sing
you're
it.
rummaging through old crates there, of the supplies left over from the Drakes, which you hadn't really had time or want to look into, really. And you find what appears to be mixed around with a bunch of empty bottles, a pristine and very, yeah, if I can speak maybe, a pristine liquid, but a dark bottle, like just tucked away in the corner. It has some kind of wax sealing on the top of it, of like a dark and gold coloration.
Is there like a label on the bottle?
No label.
Alright, so this is either rat poison or bougie shit. I'm just going to tuck this one away. So yeah, I'm gonna take the bottle.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess I'll rummage through the rest of these real fast.
Yeah, just roll me investigation, please.
I love investigation. Do I love investigation? I love investigation. Not really. I only have like a 4. Pretty good. I'm gonna get the help action for my little guy.
Okay.
That's right. That Ashes always has my back.
Okay.
Ash just lets out like a little sigh and grabs it.
It's every time with fucking Ashes. They just immediately know where shit is. It's so funny.
Roll me a d12, please.
Alright. 7.
You find 7 bottles of Imperial wine. Roll me a d10, please. You find what appears to be 3 bags of random alchemical ingredients.
Oh, okay, so we got loot boxes. Alright. Hold up, so 7. So Imperial wine.
Yep.
Wine. 7. And a bag of random ingredients.
Yeah, and whenever you want to open those bags to find out what's in them, it'll be like a separate roll, but that can be later.
Yeah, that can just be later.
Yeah, and the last thing is you roll a nat 20. Please roll me a d4.
Alright, guys, you ready for the 1? 2. Middle road.
You find what appears to be 2 pieces of silver tucked away in the bottom of the crate.
That's pretty good.
Dude, it's so weird, like the two voices in my head that's like, oh man, 2 silver, and the other one was like, wait a second, 2 silver.
No.
Alright.
Because it is funny because playing with a new currency system, right? It's the one I was like, ooh, 2 silver, 100 copper. But it's like, oh, two silver.
I like him sick. It's so
Yeah.
cursed.
Dodo, Maddie's doing the thing.
No, I don't even really like wine in the morning, but
I didn't do anything.
There does appear to be 1, 2, 3, 4 crates left.
oh.
You know, I'm glad that the camera's right here and not the conversation Madison and I were having.
Alright, the 23.
All right. Yeah, you'll find. Roll me a D8, please.
2.
2 rather large bottles of Drake rum. And as you like take one of the bottles out, you notice that one of them has been slightly opened already, and so the smell is just like wafting.
What does it smell like?
One second. God damn it, making me describe what a dark rum smells like.
Man, the Monstera's past in comparison to the Monstera future.
Yeah, oh my god. You'll smell a very rich and complex blend of sweet, warm, and slightly spicy notes, with aromas like vanilla, cinnamon, clove, oak, that sort of thing. It's a very deep profile, right? Like this is a very dark rum.
Alright. So, I guess the next box, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nat 20.
Roll me a d12, please.
3.
You find 3 bottles of Imperial grade liquor.
Again, that's different from the wine. It's like just
It's like more of like a cider,
Okay, so Imperial
like a
liquor.
hard cider. Yeah,
Alright.
I'll call it a hard cider. Call it a hard cider. Yeah.
So
And then roll me a d8, please.
Okay, a D8. 3.
Right. You will find 3 random assortment of gear. So add 3 to your gear pool.
Oh. Alright.
And then please roll me. I'm gonna do this as like a more of a check sort of thing. Roll me just a flat d20, please.
15.
That's high enough. Yeah, roll me a d4.
3.
3. Okay. You keep rummaging through this crate, through some gear and everything else, and eventually, you're about to go away when the light from the lantern above hits one of the planks on the crate just right, and you see something kind of rather tightly jammed down between 2 of the planks of the crate. You can very easily try to like pry up a little bit and get whatever is inside out.
Alrighty. I will certainly try.
Yeah, roll me a strength check.
Okay, Ashes. Come on, we got this. 12.
Yeah, also that passes. You just very gently pull up a little bit on the plank and get your fingers down in there as you pull out a gold piece, singular.
Oh. Gonna put that in there. Man, I have the lucky corner. We're going again.
Go
I have
ahead.
I have 2 more boxes.
Yeah, but by the way, the flat D20 was to see if you would get the gold or not. And 1, 2, and 4 were not gold.
So that's a 12.
Well, just roll me a D6, please.
1.
All right. You will find what appears to be one smaller crate.
Ah. Okay. Do I open it?
Yeah, you can open it.
Sure.
You find a smaller crate inside.
I'll mess with you later. Put it on the other crate. I'm gonna go over to the last one.
All right, go ahead and roll.
22.
Yeah, 22. All right, roll me a D12, please.
8.
8. You will find what appears to be a stack of old map sketches, with some notes. It appears to be documented account of an island seemingly appearing and disappearing during great storms of the Aether. Sailors are reporting that sometimes they're sailing through the storm and they see a great large cliff face off in the distance from the crow's nest. And when they get close enough to where they saw it, the island has gone away. There's a rough sketch of one of the cliff faces, but other than that, that's all the papers really say.
I will take the papers.
Yeah, roll me a D8, please.
5.
Find 5 inkwells, as well as already just 2 pens, like more ink pens, and then yeah, that's all you find in that crate.
Right. So
Get him fucking go.
there we go. Alright. Alright, well. I probably should have looked at these sooner. Not particularly? No, not really. Just remember walking around mildly aggravated, and then I'm assuming I passed out, so the usual. I mean, if you wanted to find chill, I'd say just don't fuck with me. Alright. Gotta get the morning spirit. Yeah, Maggie is grabbing one of the imperial drinks and is gonna start to drink it.
The hard ciders, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And yeah, everyone else on the top deck. What does this say? It's self-driving house.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
They were
Dude,
having
you're-
fun while y'all were.
Yeah, you guys are having your own conversation. Me, we're having ours.
Now, do y'all
Granted,
have
it's not canon.
Do you have actual RP now? That's cut to you.
Yeah. Well,
Wiki, were you asking for food?
Yeah.
Gotta go ask fucking Maggie.
Oh yeah, by the way, it's been a long rest. Greg is not here anymore.
that is true. Maggie is the quartermaster.
Drinky.
Let me go as my mom, BRB. What?
What?
Wiki, that makes no sense.
I'm
What do you mean? Let me
assuming-
go ask my mom? Ask your mom what?
I'm assuming they literally went AFK, right? Yeah, they literally went AFK.
Okay, they literally went AFK.
Alright, I guess
No.
to fill
Damn
in the
you, Wiki!
space. Tails is just gonna be kinda like checking on Jax and shit like the other two fucking randos.
All right. Yeah, Jax appears to be like looking off into the distance. You kind of look out, just like off with Jax for a moment, and just see the empty expanse with clouds forming way off in the distance. As they just kind of sigh, and it's like it's a more peaceful sigh.
Sorry to interrupt your gazing, but
Oh.
if I actually would ask, what were you actually trained on? Just prepping the boat, or did you ever learn how to steer?
I learned how to steer some, but well, my family wasn't, as I mentioned to you, the richest of all. I went off to support them. I was a farmhand, really, not a sailor. Good with ropes, though.
Alright, that's good to know. You've
Uh,
been holding up alright here?
As well as I can be. It's a lovely sight, the expanse. Never grows old.
That's we share.
Something about it. You ever look out and you think you hear something calling? Some kind of whisper urging you to do something, to conquer it. Ride its waves. Breathe its air.
No one can ever conquer it,
Oh, of course.
but I do understand what you mean.
Aim, I suppose. Try to. Survive on it. Ride on it. And live on it. I needed to get out of the farm, I know that. I love the place, but I couldn't go. And he just kind of like turns his head for a little bit and just like looking at his own reflection down in the waters, and just like, I couldn't stand one damn minute sewing up a calf skin or anything else.
Yeah, Tails would just kind of nod and
Tails.
let him go back to gazing.
Tails.
Yeah.
Roll me in insight into that.
Alright. Not gonna lie, that little part of it little cut out for me.
Oh, that part cut out. Sorry,
The little ending part, yeah, that's why.
Sorry. Oh, never mind. Never mind this. I'll repeat it. He was like, he basically said that, he loved working at the farm, but needed to go out, to the expanse. It called to him, and it beats sewing up a calf's skin.
Sewing up a casket?
A calf's skin.
A calf's skin.
A calf's skin.
Like,
You mean like a baby
a
cow
cow?
skin?
Like a baby cow's skin. Yes, like a wound
Okay.
on a baby cow.
Wait, so you took care of farm animals, or does that mean something else?
No, I worked as a farmhand with my family, but there were, well, wolves and other sort of wildlife that would threaten the livelihood. Had a bad streak of wolf attacks, sadly, and lost a few animals, but I had to tend to them, sew up their injuries as they came up. One time had to fasten a table leg onto one of the legs of a pig. Didn't last long, but it lasted enough to.
I understand the bit. Okay. I see now. All right.
You see?
The process with because I was like so confused on like my brain was like I heard coffin or something like that.
Like
So I was like
casket,
sewing
yeah.
up a coffin.
You ever try to sew up a coffin? God.
Alright. Oh, wait, so if you sewed up animals, do you think you could do it to people? Like, if they are in dire need of it?
I've never tried, but I can sure as well attempt. And dire need, a stitching's a stitching, eh?
Suppose if worse comes to worse, you could try to stitch someone up.
Yes, I suppose I could. Again, better with ropes, but I'll do whatever.
I think my internet broke. Did he cut out or did I cut out?
I think you cut out. I heard him
I
perfectly
think you
fine.
got out.
Damn it.
But I heard you too, that's the thing.
That was weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
So what was that part? I apologize. It
No,
should
you're
be real
fine, you're
funky
fine.
with me.
No, you're fine. He said basically, that, yeah, if worse comes to worse, a stitch is like a stitch. You know, a stitch is a stitch.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, he can try, basically.
Alright, then yeah, Tails will just kind of. Now he'll kind of head away.
Alright.
See what these fuckers over. If Maddie's back now for this.
I am.
Did you
Yeah,
and
sure.
Kieran want to have a private talk first?
No, you guys
No.
can walk into this. I'm gonna ask a really stupid question. It's gonna be funny.
God.
Yeah, thank God you're here, Tails.
So, Kieran, why you purple?
Really?
Yeah.
Like I can ask you, why are you blue?
I don't know. I ask myself that every time.
If I remember correctly how Tails explained it to me, I got created by the sea, and that's why I look like this. This is more like sea magic, but I have no magic, which makes
Sir,
no fucking sense.
So you're you're a sea baby?
Seaman, if you will.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Sorry, I had to.
Why?
Wait. I don't know.
No.
So wait, so if I smack you, am I smacking the sea?
No. I'm my own person. Granted, the sea made me. Okay, it's like the same shit I ask you. If I smack you, am I smacking your mother?
Alright, maybe a better comparison is, have you ever met a Genasi? If you hit a fucking Genasi, you're not
Hey.
hitting the entirety of concept of fire. You're just hitting a person.
Hey, Wiki, roll me a history check, please.
Okay.
Have they never met a Genasi? Is that the bit?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I got
Oh, that's mid.
10.
You will have heard of a Genasi, but I'll say that what you currently think a Genasi is some kind of genie.
Now, do they know what a genie is?
Yeah, like Wiki would know what a genie is.
I mean,
That's
like- The weird part is, isn't that like technically half correct, right? 'Cause
Yeah, it's
Genasi
half
come
cor-
from
yeah.
genies.
yes, because technically speaking, genies and Genasi are both elementals in a way. Right? They're
It's
Their,
So-
weird.
their ancestors.
Yeah,
their
it's-
ancestors.
It's
Yeah.
like it's fucking bugbears and goblins.
Yeah. So
Wow.
Wiki basically is like you're associating the names.
Yeah.
So currently, you're under the impression that Genasi can grant wishes. Continue, please.
Fucking
Wait,
weird.
so you're telling me a Genasi, are they like a genie?
No. Well, kinda. Thinking about like
So if
a
I
baby
found a
version of that, I
Genasi,
guess.
would it grant 3 wishes?
No.
No.
Wait, so it's not one? Then what is it?
You get to explain this shit to her. You did this yourself.
I'm a
Tails.
man!
They're literally just people with like fire, water, I don't know, rock, air, hair, and things like that. Sometimes skin. They just have features that resemble their element.
Cool. Wait, what we having?
Hey Maggie, you know elementals. Feel free to speak to the wiki.
They're direct descendants of the Jinn usually. That's about it. They can't grant wishes. Also, you don't want one granting you a wish, unless I guess it's an air one.
The Genasi or the genie?
Genasis can't grant wishes. The Jinn can. But they're usually assholes. So
I
don't
think
do
there
that.
was like a pirate djinn at some point.
There's a pirate gem.
No, one of those djinns. I think there was a pirate one.
Oh.
Is it gem on the sea?
I don't know. Wiki asked me about my purple skin, and then asked me about me getting slapped with slap in the sea, and then I was trying to this whole shit spiraled.
Oh yeah, that's what
Pumpkin, look what I DM'd you.
I'm looking right now. Oh no, no. Oh god.
Talking to me.
No, that was too good.
I think you have, but like nobody said anything about it.
I mean, to be fair, I always thought you looked purple because you gargled too much water, like how when you eat too many carrots, you get orange.
Wait, is that an
Really?
actual thing that can happen?
Wait, that's an actual thing?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a real thing. To be fair, you have to eat like literally like 100 carrots in like the span of a week. But yeah.
Vic, would you like to look that up in your ethereal bullshit book? Okay, roll me.
There's like subsection that's just like material plane shit, and it's just like.
You ever?
It's like one of those little boxes in the corner that just says like "fun fact" in the material plane.
Yeah. You'll find it. Like it's nestled in the back of the book. And it's saying things just like like if you give a surgeon an apple, it'll make them go away. Or if you squeeze lemons into your eyes, it'll give you 20/20 eyesight. That sort of thing.
You should do that, by the way. Right
I feel
now.
like
Squeeze lemons into your eyes now. No,
there's other
you're
things than
just green.
lettuce. Also, what?
Yeah, just like this guy ate too many shrimp and got pink like a flamingo.
You ate too many blueberries. Wiki.
I am one sexy
Tails is
blueberry.
visibly holding in a laugh from that.
Did you really say you're one sexy blueberry?
Hell yeah.
You know what? Love that confidence.
Thank
Oh
you.
man, we really are the best patch of crowns ever. Anyways,
So what?
Hey, you didn't get to pick your crew.
No, he didn't. He said
Actually-
something on our hands made him pick us.
You know he did actually pick the crew, you know that, right?
Well, then that is his fault.
Yeah, you could have left me in that bar. The only reason I joined you is because you talked about all the interesting shit.
And it hasn't been interesting so far.
Wait, why did I join the crew again?
No, it
Yeah,
has.
I can't remember.
Honestly, a lot more interesting than I thought riding on a boat would be.
Well, at least we're keeping you entertained.
we're not
Yep.
even through the start.
Someone has to.
Alright, well, we should prepare to set sail unless everyone's not ready yet.
Also, Wiki, didn't you want?
Get off the anchor before you actually freaking...
Wiki,
Hold
didn't
on,
you
hold
want
on. I just wanted to do this. Boink.
You crack your head on a fireplace?
Well, no, they have a helmet. They have a helmet.
That's why they have it.
I always wanted to do that.
Also, how is that even possible? You would need the anchor to be. How?
I don't know.
You
You tell
notice
me.
the brass skull on the anchor wheel, they more than likely spun on the brass and not the wood.
Is that even possible, Tails, for that thing
The
to
brass
move?
is very slick.
Excuse me, I didn't make the damn thing. Help me raise the damn anchor.
Hey, sure.
We're heading towards the edge of Monstera cluster to kill some Bukhabs.
Let's say the last word again.
Bukhab.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
Good jobs?
No, I thought you said boo job.
I think they're an Expanse unique creature.
They are.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Wiki,
Did-
They
don't
were-
you know?
There
Isn't
was
that
actually
big brain?
I believe, very little, if no, discussion at all about what Bukhabs are.
Do I have an idea what they are? I couldn't remember if I like did a roll for that yet or not.
Give me a reminder on everyone's languages.
I think mine's just common and ethereal.
Yeah, you can read Ethereum. You can hear Ethereum.
Yeah.
Is there any that I'd
I'm
rather not say right now? I mean,
Yeah.
no, all of these are pretty fine. Primordial, Undercommon, Common, Dwarven.
Yeah, I only know common and Ethereum.
I know Aarakocra. I know Aarakocra, Oren, Common, and Draconic.
By the way, question: are we like making Primordial like the all language for elementals, and like Ignin and all the other ones are just kind of like subcategories?
Yes.
I thought
Okay.
that's how. Is that not how it worked?
I think that's how this is normally, though.
Yeah,
I'm not
because
wrong.
I do know there was like one thing that I watched where it's like they just kind of clumped it all into one thing.
Yeah, Ignin, Aquin, Orin.
I think it's specifically if you're like a Genasi, you know a specific one, right?
I think so, but but also certain elementals only know one or the other, or sometimes they know both. So it really just depends on the elemental, I say. But yeah, generally for this campaign, you can think of Primordial will be able to communicate with most elementals, but same as their native language, right? So like you could speak Primordial to the 4 different kind of elementals like air, earth, fire, water, but you can also speak individually to them with their own language, like Orin, Aquan, etc.
All right.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Except for the ethereal.
Yeah, because they're more Etherean than Primordial.
Yes, that's why you can only speak Etherean to them.
Yeah.
No.
Actually, I guess honestly, are they super common or are they like uncommon?
They're decently uncommon. They're really only found. I'd say you would have heard of them, Tails, obviously. You would never have encountered them. You would know that they originated from Kerligane, from like the Empire's homeland. But they now typically just reside in the Monstera cluster. Like, that
Yeah,
is
do I
their-
know like a descriptor on like are they like worms or are they like a snake or are they like a fish?
Actually, none of them. They are flying creatures, like insectoids.
Okay, got it. Yeah, just then Tails would be like, I don't believe I've bumped into any of them before, but I do know that they're flying insectoids.
Oh,
So-
fuck no.
Like, what kind of bug are we talking about?
Something that can fly.
Well, a lot of bugs can fly. Spider can fly.
What?
No, it can't.
No, they can't fly. Why would you think they fly?
No, they can glide on their own webbing, but that's a specific species.
I saw it once. It was in hover mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Maggie
Gliding.
said, gliding.
There was no web.
They're also just lights. I'm pretty sure like a gust of wind probably could blow.
There was no breeze! And that's what's even scarier! You made eye contact when it was going by me.
I think
Wiki,
I
have you been
listened to
drinking Maggie's shit again?
No!
You better not have.
I would have asked permission, Maggie. I'm not that kind of savage.
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 Would anyone like to roll insight into what Wiki's saying?
Sure. Oh, sorry, excuse me. I got none from me.
Fuck yeah! I think it's a dirty 20. That's a dirty 20.
8, 9, 10, 11. I got 11.
All right. So I'll say that everybody who got like 15 and above will know this. Or will understand it now that Wiki's saying it. They do exist. They are most typically in the material from Waterdeep, but no, they're spiders.
No, that's a snake.
That's a snake.
That's a snake.
It's a
not
spider.
Oh no, these are actual creatures that will just eat you from the sky. Anyway, but they're extremely uncommon in the Expanse, like unheard of, and so Wiki's explaining an experience with either a giant flying spider or like one of the an offspring that's growing, basically.
Vic is what, from like an ice place, right? So bugs aren't even really around there.
Yeah, you have
okay.
traveled. You will. Vic would know the most about giant flying spiders.
Then how the fuck did Wiki see him?
No.
That was a very long pause.
I was thinking.
No, they said no.
No.
You don't have to respond again.
Well, Isa, one of them came out of a portal, but you were in the material. I don't really know what else to say. Anyways,
Is there any ways for even like creatures from the other place to come?
I point at Vic.
Yeah,
I mean, that makes sense.
Vic's Vic. I was talking about like the creatures.
I never said it was a small flying spider.
All right, you
I
got a
like
point.
them. They're good.
Wiki, fucking move! You wanna fucking go, bitch?
Oh, I told them about the spider that was hovering.
And also, you know what's even funnier? I know what spider she's talking about. Yeah, I started catching on. Don't worry.
I know that was a real life. I know that was an IRO reference.
It was.
We prepped it yesterday. We just need to raise the anchor.
Did we raise it all the way?
Say a few moments pass, and yeah, the anchor's raised.
Do not sit on it, Wiki.
Oh.
And you all will begin traveling.
Sweet Jesus, this team is tiring. Get Wiki!
What?
Get the fuck, get off it.
No.
Killing bugs.
You got Wiki.
Oh god, that was a huge.
Were you trying to hit me?
So hearing Wiki is on the thing. Right here will be floating up a bit, an illusion of a flying spider coming at them. I'm using minor illusion.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Hey, Jesus, Wiki, chill. Also, to that roll earlier, it was to see if I was either A, gonna grab their ass and throw it on the ground, or leave them alone. You got lucky. So it wasn't to hit you, it was for that decision.
The fuck? That's not funny.
The spider?
Yes.
You're scared
What
of
spider?
spiders?
I didn't see a spider.
No. I'm not. I do not fear spiders. I fear hovering spiders. There is a difference.
I thought you said flying.
Flying. Okay, whatever. But yes,
Are these
major
like full
difference in
men
spiders from
killers, or are these like children killers? Like, what level of bug is this?
Sir?
I mean, they just saw a small little illusion, so...
How am I supposed to know? It was close to my face. All I saw was a big bug. Slash spider.
What?
First
the
of all,
bug
it's
right
arachnid.
there? I point past you.
Huh?
That's a that is a 27 on deception. I pointed behind you and said that bug right there.
It's an arachnid,
Where?
not a bug!
Wait, what am I looking at again? Oh. Okay.
Just go sit down, Wiki.
You don't tell me what to do.
Oh, this is how the captain feels sometimes.
Every day. Jacob, do you see anything ahead anyway?
Yeah. Jacob has a spyglass out, just looking out as the ship continues sailing forward. And he just kind of yells down, "Nothing so far, Captain, but I'll let you know if I need to get you up here."
So,
What?
my brain went out. I'm trying to think.
I really need to fucking mark my book. So I gotta keep looking at that shit.
You got a book? Oh, the
Expanse.
potions. Oh, the Expanse.
I already have them written down. Yeah.
So does anyone else have anything to say, or are we just doing a fast travel?
Oh no, this is not a fast travel.
Oh,
it's not a fast travel.
I probably want to ask, Vic the question. The time has come. Yeah,
As
that's why I thought it was
I'll
good time.
go ahead and move the token a little bit down as some time will pass, and I'll go ahead and change the music to sailing theme.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just getting corn out of my throat. Yeah. Just a question to ask you. Well, if you could look me in my eyes and not journaling, that'd be nice. It's about that mask. So did you draw on them's lips, or like what?
Was it like a
And
kiss
also,
from
that
your
was-
mom? Like, what is that?
Like, and also question, that was the whole question I was supposed. I mean, I'm like, was this the question I was supposed to ask him? Was the drawing on the lip thing?
It was the lips you were wanting, yeah.
Yes, it was a
Okay,
lips.
okay, I was just making sure because granted, I somewhat forgot, but I'm not 100% sure if that was the whole bit. I wouldn't say tan. It's more like white. Well, yeah, but you don't have to wear the mask here. that is. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm getting that. Well, no, it's completely understandable. I mean, granted, this item is very precious to you. Well, I mean, you're not wrong, but only those with sentimental values. Well, no shit, that's why you have it. Wait, hold on. So the last time you saw them getting stabbed by a spear? So in other words, you know what? I'm gonna keep
That was
to
2 weeks
myself.
ago. It's been 2 weeks.
I
Heh.
love that is actually just like, oh shit, more trauma, my bad.
Is
Let's
that
only
why
steps
you're
away.
always trying to get back? Is to see if they're okay? Did you technically abandon them?
Yelp.
Yeah.
think of the yogurt.
I might have, but I was subconsciously not paying attention. I think I was there. I remember a bit. Yeah, I remember you asking about someone. So are you hoping they came through here?
What? That's Baldur's Gate 3.
That is Baldur's Gate.
Well, maybe don't say it out loud.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe
message.
maybe like DM it to him. Because you're kind of spitting a little bit too much.
Hey, Lynn. 2 days in a row, by the way.
I was about to say, I don't know if you want to give all of this away just yet. I mean, that's a big detail. Anyway.
I remember that time when I was in the Baldur's Gate.
Mm-hmm. Understandable. And the side of the story is you abandon your friend and you're hoping they're here. Well, yeah, I know. Why were they running at you and your friend? Yeah, so they just... Alright, so granted the whole question was just about the lips. Yeah, I mean, granted that means you're comfortable enough to tell me about certain stuff. So you're slowly opening up. That's fine. Just, be careful what you say. And you're doing a decent job at it. Just, keep practicing. Do I know what a halfling is?
That's a good question. Roll me a history.
Do I know what a halfling is?
That's a good question. Roll me a history, please.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me add my Let me look at my thing. History. So I got a fortitude.
I'd say yeah.
Gotcha. Is there any more descriptors than just a halfling? Granted, they're. I can't just point out at one halfling and being cold racist. Just saying. Oh. Oh, Little Popper, that's... Were you part of a guild? So they were your partner? Mm-hmm. But you're dodging my question. You keep giving me these more things to ask. I'm just
To be fair, if it naturally comes up, it's
Yeah, if it's natural in like dialogue,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fine. But when you like go above board and you're like, so yeah, my connection to the Lich.
But no, yeah, so this is like a natural conversation.
Yeah, this is more like when it's like when like me and Kieran had that talk too, right? It's fine when it's like true.
Pomegranate, so you know how my character has that parasite in their head that makes them want to subtly kill everyone around them?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It activates. Yeah. But no. Before that continues, I do need to do something really quickly as we continue on. Wiki.
Yes.
It is the start of a travel leg. Congratulations. Because of that, I need you to make me something.
Oh fuck. Okay.
What I simply need is a intelligence navigation check, please.
I believe they can do it with wisdom, right? Because they're a wayfinder, or is that a different
Correct.
check that I'm thinking
I
of?
believe it is wisdom that you can add to it. Or wait, what are you talking about? Hold on.
I forget. Is that a different check that I'm thinking of? Because I know
I think
there's
it's a different. It's a different
Okay,
check.
okay.
Yeah,
I just wanted to
never
make
mind.
sure.
Yeah, you can.
Wait,
you can
is that
technically-
making the map?
No. So little fun thing. This is called running navigation, and simply put, when you're starting a journey somewhere that is within a number of travel legs, right? So for instance, this is the beginning of a travel leg, because the journey to there will be basically a travel leg, like a week, right? When you get there, you don't have to do anything, but when you start going there, you have to prep it. Now you can very easily chart the course, but this is to make sure that you keep us on course. So for that, Wiki, I need you to please make me an intelligence navigation check.
Okay.
and I mean, on your own opinion, do you think like this is a well-known route for you, or is this like uncharted for you?
Give me one sec.
If you need, you can look at the map of the expanse, so you have an idea of like what area we're going to.
Yeah, I'm taking a look. I feel like the area that we're going to go to is going to be a new area for him.
All right. Then yeah, please make that roll.
Okay.
I mean, he should be able to point south.
I should have done that on my alone, so no
I
one
mean,
can see
the
the shit.
thing is though, in the end, they are a bird no matter what. They always know where north is.
Yeah.
Hey Dodo,
Oh.
you want to give one of your inspirations to Wiki?
Sure.
How many inspirations aspirations do you have, Dodo?
Well, 1 now.
Oh damn.
Okay, you know what? I'm also gonna use guidance on me.
I'm tap myself a little bit so I can figure it out.
You
Give
will
yourself a-
need. You will need. I'll tell you this now. You will need a 16.
Ooh, okay.
You got this, Matter.
Chance.
And what's guidance? 1d4?
D4, yes. Added D4 to the roll.
Okay.
Because it's a
So
skill
we're good.
check, right? It's a skill check.
Yeah, it's a skill check.
Okay.
23.
Oh, there
Oh,
we go.
let's
Yep.
go.
Yep.
Locked
You'll-
in.
You'll succeed. You'll be able to get the ship there. No problem.
Hey, Wiki, this is important. What's your plus in navigation?
I don't think she knows her plus.
+1.
Oh, in intelligence is +1, but in navigation,
There's no navigation.
yeah, those is
Sorry, yeah, I forget. Is it?
Yeah,
How the
for
fuck can you be
intelligence, it's plus-
proficient in it, actually. Wait, is it? Oh, is being proficient in it just being proficient in, like, is it navigator's tool or map making tool? What makes you proficient in it? Or is that not even a thing for this campaign?
okay,
second.
hold on. Move by.
It's fine for now. Just for, like, later if you have to do this again. It's good to know if they
Mhm.
have proficiency or not.
Mm-hmm. Like in navigation? I thought I was. Since I chose to be
It was like a
navigator.
background thing, right?
Yeah, I know.
I can't remember. It's
I know
it's
by
all
move by
jumbled with
space.
navigation.
Hold on. Intelligence navigation checks. You can do this numbers of time equal to your navigator rank, but no more than once per travel log.
Oh wait, don't you literally have an?
Yeah, so since don't I have it twice in navigator, so you don't actually need to give me your inspiration. So I can roll.
Yeah, you could just do it yourself.
Yeah.
Is that okay, Pumpkin?
One second. Please give me a moment. Okay. What?
Okay, so I'm navigator. Says you can re-roll a fail intelligence navigation check. You can do this a number of times equal to your navigator rank, but no more than once per travel log. Well,
Yeah, no,
since I
that
have
works for it. Yeah.
Also, if it's okay, look in general. I think the Wayfinder thing applies to everything. I don't know why the fuck it's just in a random section and not in the navigator section.
Honestly, a Wayfinder isn't navigated with any characters. Can use. Can use the ability score 7 touch make it out. Oh shit! Yeah, no, you're
Yeah,
right.
because it says in general. Because yeah, I thought it was like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe it's just for the Wayfinder check. No.
No, that's in general. Yeah. Okay. So
you when I
Wiki-
make my
Wiki-
book incoherent, it's
so-
not in a line.
Yeah. So again, we're running this. We're trying to understand it. So Dodo, we'll work on it a little bit. You'll keep that inspiration to have too, and we'll just keep your stuff wiki saying you succeeded that way.
And I did find the part to be proficient. You just need to be proficient in navigator's tools, or like the ship or something like that.
Yeah, makes sense.
I have the navigator's tool, so
Yeah. So you'd have been good.
Okay, so yeah, that's just good to know. So we have that all handled now.
Yeah, that's good. All right. Oh yeah, but yes, please, Kieran and continue.
Oh yeah. So was he like your partner? Relationshiply? Family?
Yeah.
I'm hoping not both.
That would be really sad.
Hold up. Did you say you're in a relationship with a gift giver? Yes, I'm asking what your relationship is with the halfling. How good? Oh, sweet Jesus. I'm asking if they're your boyfriend or not. Yeah, it seems like it wasn't, like, in your brain. Clearly, it was, like, over it. Like, swooping over. Okay. In other words, she's just a really good friend to you. Okay. You could have just, yeah. Get to know they're your bestie. Yeah, till you abandon them. Sorry. Sorry. No, you're right. And also, I'm sorry. I'll stop. Oh yeah, but I can't keep pushing buttons. I don't remember any. I might have, but I don't remember. No. The basic you're gonna get is know my name. I know how to use a weapon. I know how to breathe. And that's pretty much it. I mean, granted, Tale told me a little bit more about what I am. Let me roll that! Let me see if I knew what a goblin was.
Oh, that's so cursed. The idea Kira doesn't
No.
know common races, that's actually so scary.
No. I do
Oh,
not know what a goblin is.
Didn't even get the bugbear. Dude, if she sees a bugbear, if he sees a bugbear, he's gonna be like, what the fuck is that?
I'm bugging out.
I mean, you're not too bad. Okay, I wouldn't exactly say the better ones. You're still kind of chaotic. I mean, I feel like Yope would have been more of a better example to use. What is Yope? I thought, but Yope, isn't Yope a goblin?
Can I overhear them talking about Yelp?
Yes.
If you need help, I'm pretty sure he's either just really tall, or he's most likely using a ring of enlargement or something like that.
Oh,
He is the merchant in Port Kylo.
does anybody in life wake up on the good side of life? What's an
I mean,
elf?
if I remember correctly, I think Yelp is more recently getting like the bigger one. I think he was newer. I don't think he inherited. Because if I remember Pumpkin, I think like when we first met Yelp, I think my character first knew him. He was like beginning his shop or something like that. It was a few
Yeah, like
sessions
when you
ago.
when you first met a long
Yeah.
time ago. Yeah.
Wait, how old is Yope?
No idea.
Also, how old are you then?
I think he mature at 10.
You are
So
50?
cursed. But that also makes the funny, and then being 11 or 12 makes them like, I think it's like 22 in human years.
Yeah.
I have a question. I gotta see if I know what a great. Now I gotta roll to see if I know what an elf is because I don't. Because I asked about Kevin, now I gotta roll for elf. Great. This is gonna be a fun experience. I don't know what elves are.
Wait, those aren't humans with pointed ears? I thought they just like sharpened them. Sorry.
Nobody pointed out an elf to me, so I don't know. I have pointy ears.
Wait. Holy shit, Vic.
Wait. So are you half elf too? But you have pointy ears. But you said elves have pointy ears though, and you have pointy ears, so couldn't you be half elf?
I mean, I have pointy ears, and I'm a tiefling.
What's it? Ah, fuck! I gotta roll for tieflings now. All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we mentioned it before. You should know what a teeth is.
Yeah.
I was just rolling because at this point I feel like there's a bit going on.
I'm still red. I don't know why we keep acting like I'm not.
Wait, so he's got pointy ears? So is he like half tiefling, half elf?
No.
But you
None of
got
my
pointy
parents
ears,
were
and she said
elves.
elves got pointy ears. Then why is an elf so different? What? I don't know.
Brett, it's the tier list.
Not the race tier
Wait, then-
list.
then
I'm
what's
going.
Wiki?
I'm going to, I'm going
Wait,
to
what's
talk to
Wiki?
I heard that.
You're far away, Wiki. Shut up.
Yeah, Maggie, you'll walk up to Wiki, just kind of like using the I'm assuming you have cartographer's tools, right? When you made your character, I'm assuming. Yeah, right? Yeah, totally. Right.
I think it was built into their character, if I remember correctly.
I think it's
Anyway.
It should be automatically given to them.
Yes, you're using your wayfinder tools on the map and just kind of like looking decently concentrated on trying to navigate the Aether as Maggie approaches.
Hey, how you doing?
I almost forgot to give this to you, by the way, because I can't read this really. Except for the parts that are talking about a mysterious island that disappears constantly. Anyway, here you go.
Wiki, you get handed a stack of papers that appear to be old navigator like ledgers.
Fuck yeah! It's my birthday!
I have no idea what your birthday is.
Neither do I.
Neither do I. Anyway.
Why are we all at the picture? What is this group? What are we gonna do?
When did I ever ask their birthday?
Also, I have my pet. Leave me alone, Dada.
It's so funny.
Anyway.
The neither do I was in relation to, I don't know your birthday either.
I know. I was just making a joke.
But Wiki, you get handed the stack of papers. Well, you'll probably look through it, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me one of those navigation checks.
Yeah! I'm also gonna use guidance because I'm a little scared.
Always use guidance when you can.
Yep.
I don't know what you're looking for. I can help.
You want to help? I don't know. I'm just looking for information on this stuff you gave me.
I mean, I read it, so like I could probably help.
Yeah. Okay. so
Maggie
is that
could give you
me?
the help action. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's it.
Nat 20. Let's go, Maddie.
Nat 20. All right.
Ouch!
All right, Wiki.
It was all ashes.
You read through these pages, picking apart almost every word that exists within these old pieces of parchment that have just been slightly decaying. you see what appears to be the navigator talking about these experiences that other sailors have had and themselves have had. This is the navigator on the Drake crew that was on the ship before you. They talk about sailing through a storm headed towards Port Kylo from the Isle of Drakes. Not the maelstrom, just a normal aether storm. But this one was very dark. It almost blanketed the expanse in darkness, and or at least the region that they were in. As they were sailing, one of the crewmates up on the top of the crow's nest spotted what appeared to be a landmass of some kind, a cliff face that was just off in the distance, vaguely made an outline in this dark clouds. The navigator looked and saw the same thing, and that is a sketch before you, a small cliff face, very rough sketch, as if frantic as well. When they arrived at where the cliff face should be, the supposed island that was not on the map wasn't there. In fact, there was nothing there. When they doubled back after the storm had passed, indeed, there was no island, no trace of any land in sight, besides off in the distance of the Monstera cluster and, of course, back to Port Kylo or the Isle of Drakes. You, having rolled the nat 20, will have automatically attached this to an old legend that you would have heard. An old sailor might have came by and told you this story sometime of the legend of the Blinking Isle. A place that is in the expanse, an actual island that ruptures in and out of the expanse. Sometimes it's there, and sometimes it's on another plane of existence entirely. A plane that is, no one really knows. Some say it could just shift from one part of the expanse to the other, and that is the end of it. Or some say the island doesn't exist at all. Some even theorize the island is just a hallucination of sorts, made up by sailors at a stormy sea getting seasick. But seeing this outline of the cliff face and the legend kind of be portrayed in this manner has you all sorts of excited and scared at the same time, and I'd say some of your feathers would start to furrow, kind of like your version of goosebumps, basically.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Dude, what you just found was fucking treasure!
Okay, now, because I did give it to you and I did do a little bit of reading, I get half, alright? Can we split it? Don't tell the other, can we split it?
No, not like in gold. What you found was information about a secret island.
Does it have treasure on it?
Let me see. I have no idea,
listen,
but
from what I'm reading, if an island that can blink out of existence in like a second exists, there's something cool.
Okay,
on it.
that's not on there actually. That was just what Wiki knows. What's on there is it was there but not there. I guess you could infer that, right? Yeah, you can infer that.
Like, it's mainly just it's disappearing.
Disappearing. Yeah.
You can't tell me a disappearing island doesn't have something cool.
I totally agree with that. That has to be. Where did you find this?
In a box. Literally downstairs.
What you found is fucking awesome because there's a legend with it, and it talks about an island that so-called that it goes from one place to another, and some say it's a hallucination and others say it's fake. But if this story or this journal says they saw it, there could be a possibility that it's true.
Man, why does that sound like Feywild bullshit?
What's a Fey?
Annoying. Yes, that.
I'm sorry,
yeah, there's just
I love the
there's a lot of
Feywild bullshit and the Expanse bullshit. It's so funny.
But overall, all the legends, they walked in, or they sailed into a storm, but it wasn't just any storm. But the issue is that I'm not knowledgeable about storms, and so I can't figure out if I can connect the dots to storms and this island. We need to find more information about it.
I mean, there was the library. We're gonna come back here for the big ship anyway.
Oh, that is true. If the library has books about storms, I can figure that out and more legends on this.
Oh, it gives me a reason to actually quickly read this book on the fire god person or whatever.
Oh yeah, I got oh my god, I forgot what I got. I know I got 2 books.
I also have a book on salting fish.
How's that going?
It's going good. It's literally just how to preserve fish. I've been having to do that a lot.
I apologize that you had to preserve fish.
I mean, it's really not that bad. You just kind of dump salt on them.
Wait, so you just don't put them in a sack of salt?
I mean, you can only fit so many fish in a sack. You can fit a lot of them in a barrel of salt.
Oh, that's true!
Look at
Okay,
the
anywho.
bonding.
But this is really amazing what you found.
Okay, I'll be completely honest with you. It was this one.
Oh, was a good buddy. Yeah, you awesome.
Alright, don't
Do I
pet
have
him too much.
permission?
They'll hiccup fire and your feathers might burn. Anyway.
What? Oh, I thought they liked me a little bit.
Oh no, they do. It's just sometimes they will actively shoot fire out of their mouth occasionally. They
So
are
they're
literally
just-
made of it.
Really? Putting that down in my notes. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What else can they do?
You know, apparently familiars aren't supposed to be elementals.
Really? Putting that down.
No, they're usually just supposed to be some sort of fey spirit.
That's awesome. So
Anyway, they're also making fun of you over there. Like, they're talking about how you look weird.
how do I
Specifically
look
the
weird?
purple one.
Hey, yo.
You can't hear this. Shut up.
Yeah, no, they were talking about apparently, Kieran, right? Kieran, they don't know what half of the races are.
How do they not know what half the races are?
Hold up! You're gonna laugh at this.
Am I following? Or am I
Hey,
sitting?
Kieran, what's an orc?
God damn, I gotta have to fucking roll for that, you bitch! No, what's an orc?
Wouldn't you like to know?
What's an orc? What's an orc?
As you
I
can
am in
see.
disbelief right now.
What's an orc?
Oh my god, how do they not know what an orc is? They're an idiot.
I'm confused. What is an orc?
We're buying you a book on heritage
Please!
later.
Wait. Hold on, why don't you take her? Can't you?
You're green.
Can't they
Yeah,
just
that's right,
share
you're
the
a
book?
goblin. So, how did... You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna shut up.
Very happy that perfectly transitioned back over to this conversation.
Ah, damn you. That would've been so cool if I knew what orcs were, but I don't! Why is my basic knowledge of races so evil against me?
Do you even know?
Don't you care. What you... I don't like this game of what if, what do I know? Well, yeah, because now... I don't know, I guess it's not too bad. I mean, you get to relearn a lot of things.
Oh yeah, by the way, forgot I do have mage armor.
Well, yeah, but
I forgot to apply mage armor because we did long rest.
well, yeah, but what if the bad memories just sneak up on me? I may have lost it, but it doesn't mean they're not in there.
I
Oh,
do,
that's great.
I do have a small question about Port. So the sailing, like us just sailing around, is that considered like short rest and stuff?
Technically, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's my bad. I guess I'll just do it now. Hopefully we can pass through another hour, but Tails would have casted Aid.
Gotcha.
And I think it's at second level with only 3 people, so it'd be me, Kieran, and we'll say
By the way, the number increasing is only in Baldur's Gate. You only get to choose 3 people in the base game.
yeah, 3 people. Yeah, I guess then yeah, it would just be me, Kieran, and probably Wiki because they're the healer. So you would all get plus 5 HP, I believe.
They don't know it, but I still have more HP than him.
It's not my fault, you bulk.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's so funny that I'm the fucking tanky ass wizard.
Right, no shit.
Well, it doesn't mean you won't be, used. You say you're tanky, okay.
Hey, you want to see something cool?
I literally took, I think, 23 attacks in a single turn.
Alright, you're right. What you been eating? Anyways, Matthew, you say you want to do something?
Hey, Maggie, you want to see something cool?
I mean, sure.
Yeah, since you gave me the map, I can't give you this, but I can show you it. I'm gonna pull out the dagger and show him.
God damn it, Madison!
You don't get to see this!
Showing Maggie what?
The silence dagger.
Right. Okay. So. Holy fuck. Did not know this was gonna happen. I need to roll something. Hold on.
Fuck. If he blows off, I'm sorry.
Maggie, make me a con save.
Oh my god, Madison!
I didn't stab him.
Yet.
Gotta make sure I look at my concepts. Question, actually. Does this little goober next to me also need to make a save?
No. Oh.
9.
So as the silence envelops, you can notice the dagger shifting and contriving. The sounds of the bottom of the ocean, basically, is what is emanating around you. As you feel your mind become barren of any sort of adjustment. All alcoholic effects have now been removed from your head. You are, for the first time in a long while, 100% sober.
Oh my god!
Fuck, are they
No!
gonna kill me? Is she gonna kill me?
So your pupils dilate back into what they would naturally be. Yeah.
Interesting. So it clears the brain of like influence.
Uh-huh.
So that would theoretically help with the skeleton skull one day. Got it.
I should say natural influences. But when it comes to it, this is an effect that is new. So Wiki will write that down, as in not new, but like not known about. So
Yeah, not knowing about the dagger.
Question, are we still making it canon that Maggie knows sign language because of Greg?
yes.
Okay, just making sure. I think it's funny because no one else knows it. So, I'm assuming the silence effect is actually taking place there as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you'd probably notice Maggie sort of like look at it for a bit and then suddenly like kind of hold their head before they clearly mouth something, kind of looking annoyed and confused. Stop for a minute, and then repeats that, but in sign language. Unless you know sign language, you have no idea what that is.
He rolled me a history check.
Okie dokie. Also gonna use guidance.
Yeah.
18.
You know sign language.
Also gonna
So,
Like bad, you can do it bad, but you can do sign language.
So no, she just knows the basic.
Yeah.
all you notice is probably notice what the fuck.
I sign back. Oops. Really crappy. Oops.
They continue to make a hand motion as it's just kind of like, I'm very confused right now. Also, not lightheaded, kind of.
You know, you can still speak in this bubble. It's just muffled.
Yeah, but I feel like they, like, knowing that it's probably the equivalent of silence, right?
Yeah.
They're just doing the easier option, and since they clearly understood it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does Wookie notice that, like, Maggie's sober or different looking, or?
It looks.
Yeah.
I would probably say, like, you could do, like, insight real fast.
Yeah.
I was gonna probably do. Yeah, I was gonna say insight. With guidance. 16.
You'd probably notice that they're a lot more focused. They don't seem to be occasionally trailing off or looking somewhere else. They're, like, looking dead at you constantly. You'd also probably notice the fact that their eyes don't look nearly as, dilated or anything.
Yeah, probably after noticing that, I'm gonna put the dagger away.
Yep.
How's
Okay.
Maggie now?
Okay,
Still sober?
Okay, but seriously, what the fuck was that?
Can't
I
say
mean,
anything.
technically, I'd consider that cool, but also, where the fuck did you get that?
I can say where I got it, right? Above board.
I don't know, what is that?
The dagger. I could.
Then no. Like,
Yeah, I was like, it's about the dagger. I can't say
if,
anything.
if any part of the question relates to the deck, so where did you get that? That being the deck? Nah.
I just shrug my shoulders.
Cursed? And they're gonna do the question mark sign language thing. They are saying cursed, but then, like, they kind of do the sign language after, kind of wondering if you can't speak right now or anything.
Oh, he says cursed and then question mark. Wait, he shrugs his shoulder.
yeah. She says curse and then does like a question mark in sign language. Yeah. You can't do it. You can communicate through gestures.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Sign language would work.
Does Wiki know it's cursed? Oh no, he does, because the man was talking about.
I think Wiki would know that this kind of dagger is cursed. Yeah.
Wiki's gonna nod and then laugh. Oops.
Alright then. Could you
Hmm.
pull it out again?
Okay. I'll pull it out again.
Muffling happens again.
Can I look at the symbols?
You can.
Can I roll Arcana, actually?
You can roll Arcana, yeah.
That is...
Wait, I just-
believe 25. That's 25.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna really quickly remove that. Yeah. Wait a moment. Gotta get this thing here. I was gonna say, I'm impressed that we have our icons because we're actually not in the session voice channel.
Oh!
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
it's limited
really?
system.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, that's really cool.
It's why I don't do the random. I'm gonna load for 8 years.
Oh yeah, I was wondering about that. Awesome. That's cool. Yeah. Well, with an Arcana of what, 20 something?
25.
25? Yeah. I'd say you get the feeling that this is some other kind of magic. Like, it's definitely expanse magic, but the feeling you're getting from it is very dread worthy. Like it is just like inspiring, that sort of thing. The more you look into the magic, the more you feel a sense of dread, and you can equate that to the sound of the silence, right? The complete absence of background noise. And then you look down at the aether waters and realize it is the same feeling that you would get, let's say, if you were actually drowning.
Make the motion to put it away.
Okay, I put
Like,
it
kind
away.
of do like a sheathing motion.
Yeah, you put it away and the bubble goes away.
Does anyone else know about this?
Captain.
Like, around... Oh, yeah, of course you would.
Yeah, you would have to gesture that in sign language.
I point at the captain. I point at the captain.
That was a perception check to see if I saw any of that.
I'd say you would have
Because they're
seen.
literally in my line of sight.
I'd say you would have seen the shift, the sheathing of the blade again, and the point towards you.
I'm assuming I'm fine to leave the wheel for like 3 seconds. I'm assuming
Yeah.
immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it is.
nothing gets up. Kidding.
Knowing what I know about fucked up magic, you probably don't want to keep that around. Or, well, you're already probably fucked. You probably can't throw it, can you?
Yeah, I shake my head.
Did you need me?
Oh, hi, Captain.
I see you're playing around with the dagger again.
Okay, I frown at that.
And why was this not brought to me that they were messing around with dark magic?
You were asleep.
Uh-huh, now I'm awake. Tell me.
I don't really know much other than the fact that, well, whatever it is came from the bottom of the sea. Whatever the
Yeah,
material is, I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
and every time I look at it, I feel like I'm gonna fucking drown.
I know.
Yeah, after that, Wiki starts to kind of.
I also thought I told you to stop pulling it out, Wiki.
Sorry, Captain.
You could keep it from us? But the whole bit was that we weren't supposed to keep secrets or whatever the fuck.
It wasn't exactly to be a secret, more of the fact that it activates whenever it's open.
Yeah, I could see that. Oh well, feel it. Couldn't hear it.
In all honesty, I don't know what the hell it is, I just know it shouldn't be here.
Well, it is here now, and it's not going away anytime soon. So,
So, was there
No.
something new that you learned that I wasn't aware of? All I knew is that it... drowning.
What was anything that I learned from the Arcana that would be considered new?
You would have learned that overall, the magic that it is emanating is just a type of enchantment magic.
Yeah. Tails is very clearly not as alarmed because he didn't know the other shit yet.
Yeah, the other thing that Maggie knows is, of course, Wiki is seemingly unable to verbally talk, and just the description of what happens when Wiki tries to talk is like a gurgling sound, kind of like you're drowning is the idea.
Seems any discussion in relation to the blade causes them to be not able to voice it, and it's clearly some form of enchantment magic.
And of course the dread feeling, but that's an obvious one.
Yeah, I believe the dread was drowning. So.
Also, you sound a little different. Or it might just be going a little odd.
Something like that. Either way, I'm feeling particularly. Let's put it focused right now. Don't really want to feel like that. So I'm gonna go back to drinking if you don't mind me.
Sorry, Maggie.
No, you're fine. Just, don't do anything stupid with it.
What am I gonna do?
I don't know. Maybe stabbing someone causes them to turn into water and die instantaneously.
Oh, that's cool.
Not as cool as you think. If it's fueled by something, well, it's just gonna want more.
Yeah, and it is good to note, like above the board, obviously. Nothing like even an identify really won't help figure out everything about this dagger, because like the sea, it changes.
Yeah. And yeah, as Maggie goes away and goes. Also, I do apologize I didn't bring it up while you have to wake you up for it. I just didn't think you'd care.
It really just depends, honestly. So if you want to spit out what that is, outside of just wondering if I remembered what happened yesterday.
I'm sorry, what? Repeat that?
If you want to tell me what that is, unless it was just, do you remember what happened yesterday? Basically, they're asking, was that the only thing you were wanting to ask, or was that literally just it?
Yeah, at this moment, that is currently everything.
Alright then. Alright, well, I'm starting to begin to feel a little bummed out, so...
How do you think I feel?
I don't know. Kind of the same, actually. And yeah, downstairs.
All right.
Actually, Tails is gonna walk back over. I did a roll to see something. And he's gonna kind of hop, kind of like open the door and kind of hang down for a minute, hop beside them. Actually, there was one more thing I wanted to ask.
Oh, alright. And what would that be?
It's fine, it's just still not wishes to be answered, but I tried asking before exactly what it is that you drink the cover.
Oh, this question now!
Drink to cover. Listen, give it to me straight or just ignore it.
What do you want to numb? What happens? I know from experience that it's not typically just for fun, as you say.
That obvious? Yeah, it's kind of for fun, really. Sort of. Let's just say I have a bit of a clock. And I prefer to do everything before it breaks. Because, not gonna lie, there's a bit more I'm worrying about than a water dagger. A lot more.
Is it something that you'd like to share?
No, but I'll at least give you a little bit of context. And they're gonna move to the side, their like right shoulder, right? Taking off a part of like the little coat that they have, right?
Mm.
And it is just a series of what seems to be almost, it looks like nerves, right? It looks like branching out nerves and everything, but they're all scorched in this like branching pattern. You know how I can kill an entire room of people if I wanted to by saying a couple of funny words? There's a lot more people I'm scared of, and they actually can move around. All it takes is them get a tiny whiff of me. So, your choice if you want to keep me around.
Damn, I fucking failed a medicine check. I was trying to figure out what the fuck that was from.
You do have an inspiration.
Nah, I feel like that'll just have to come up again later anyway.
All right.
But
Yeah, Maggie's not directly telling you it, but is kind of giving a minor bit of context of, I can kill an entire room of people in seconds.
what
I
is the
am-
other people?
What? Think about the other people.
So you're being hunted down.
Yeah, that could probably be the word for it. It's like a witch hunt. Kind of. A
How-
lynching, whatever you want to call it.
and it's
Basically, I made people very angry. I'm good at that, by the way, if you couldn't tell.
and I assume that it's a lot more than just 3 or so, 5.
Give or take 9.
Of course.
Oh, by the way, they're all, well, not all, but a lot of them are better than me. In more
I
ways than
mean-
one.
That could probably change, right? I doubt that's forever. As well, I'm not really gonna kick you out of the ship and crew because you have people after you.
No,
Because-
you don't understand. I can burn an entire building down. I could burn this ship down. What about 9 people?
Oh,
What's this?
whoa, what?
It was the bot disconnecting.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa.
Look, how about we go on a bit of a joyride, and then, I don't know, you drop me off at a port somewhere, and who knows, maybe you all won't die.
In all honesty, I'm not that scared because it's already kind of what. And Tails will kind of like show his collar as well with the massive chunk out. I've got people coming for me too if they ever find out I'm here.
Walking piranha?
I wish I could say that. No. It's not exactly someone you'd know, but it is someone on the Expanse. Probably can find him in a book somewhere. But it's not really what it's about. In the end, I don't really care if people are coming after you. You're on my crew. We have your back, whether or not it's even plausible.
What do you mean? Frankly, I barely do shit. I'm not lying whenever I say I'm here for fun. It's definitely
I'm
not like
aware.
I've done barely any crew work. Certainly can't raise the anchor. I'm strong, just, I'm not, burly I'm not built like a sailor. I'm built like a bitch who likes drinking wine.
All that I ask is, if you can't do any of that, could you just keep up stock? It's, well, quite important actually. Can't really
Yeah, no,
you
I
seem to
already
have
went through some of the barrels and crates around here. You'd be surprised what people leave behind.
Did we really not search those? So
No.
now.
Well, usually you all get out of my corner anyway. Especially Vic. You'd be surprised at how the smell of alcohol keeps them away from me.
Well, I suppose that's it for now.
Actually, do actually mention something to Vic. And mind you, it's not an apology. I did get quite angry whenever they were agitated about the whole bottle shit and everything. And yeah, I did think it was funny that I almost jailed them. So, in a sense, just make sure that if they're going to get annoyed about me, I don't know, let someone else complain it to me. Because, not going to lie, I definitely lied this morning. We're not on even footing. In fact, I think she's a whole foot shorter than me.
So what? If they have any complaints, you want me to address them for them?
Yeah, pretty much. At least then I have someone that doesn't annoy me looking me in the face. Because I'll be honest, I can tell you're trying. Frankly, half the people here are insane, including me, of course. I mean, one of them literally doesn't understand what an orc is. Hell, next time I'm gonna ask them what a human is.
I will admit, even for an astral immersion, that is more odd than usual. So I am a bit confused, but at this point, everyone's been confusing me.
Yeah, well, trust me. I'd recommend just letting me have my fun here. You really don't want this sort of energy all day.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind, but if that's what you truly think. But if you ever need to speak, you know who to speak to. Kind of.
All right.
Yeah, and basically, you told him to tell Vic that he should.
Basically,
address others.
if Vic has a problem with them, to push it onto someone else to tell it to me, because because they think Vic is really annoying, and they'd probably listen more if someone else.
That's really funny. Yeah. Tails will go, like make sure the fucking ship is on the correct path and then head back over
Yeah, it is.
to talk to Vic.
Alright, Vic, you. I'm gonna say something to you real quick.
I will say, as this is happening, everyone will notice that this section of the expanse, because you are on the border of two quadrants, so you're on the edge of a section here. It is unnervingly quiet. Like, you can't even hear the waves against the ship or the wind against the sails. It is just unnervingly quiet.
Also, I'm going to summon some elementals, so I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna just leave this so you two can talk.
I also changed these guys' names because I do think I do think the names I had before were like they're funny, but I like actually naming them based off of
Why did
the
it still
element.
say? Why did it still say access denied?
What's the names?
What? Oh, let me try again.
Yeah. Hold
Did it work that time?
on. Reloading. Yeah, it worked. Okay, there we go.
Who the
Yeah, we
fuck
had-
is Oxier? Who is this guy?
That's not me.
I don't know who you are and how you got in here. Get out of here. You're dead.
You got a random person. Anyway.
Oh yes, it's. I was told to mention to you that if you have any, well, as a way of helping, if you have any issues with Maggie, please just address the others and have them speak with her. Might help out yourself in the future. Because it's most likely easier for someone else that's not the one being confrontational back and forth to speak with each other. Then just go to me. I am the captain, and I've already asked before for people to address me about problems. Sure, that works out better anyway. Yes, you are. Kind of just like an iffy motion, but it's still recommended. I don't want any issues in the future. This is the best way to avoid it. I'm aware. Because if I can help with it, it might not happen. But I'm also quite aware that all of you have problems in which you like causing.
In the distance and
You-
then literally drinking over the balcony.
You do. Why do you think they drink? Exactly.
He's probably just gonna look over at Wiki real quick and just be like, "Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna feel better in like 30 minutes." Just looking at the bottle.
Tails is just kind of like grabbing his head in annoyance. It's like, tell me why you think they drink.
Can I have a sip?
Maggie. Maggie just tosses you a new bottle. They had a second on them.
Cool,
And-
thanks.
Do you think that every alcoholic numbs the same thing? That's in short of it. I Oh, you may not be attached to a bottle, but you're sure fucking surrounded by walls. Yeah, you have their fucking recourse the ship so it doesn't turn.
Fuck?
Sorry,
What?
I dropped.
Maggie drops dead on the fucking board.
No. I just dropped my microphone.
I mean, that's what it's.
I
it's
just had
kinda like
Dodo
you dropped
fell.
dead. Not Dodo fell.
Dodo just fucking tripped.
Oh my God.
Actually, that would be so
I was like,
funny.
I was adjusting my microphones like fucking like the little boom pad on my fucking microphone. And it fucking whatever.
My God. Well, it's been about, I'd say, it's been about a good 7 hours or something. You have a few days left, like 9.5. Welcome to a week. Welcome to a week.
You see, whenever I'm bummed out, I usually like watching these two beat each other up. They literally can't hurt each other. It's just an endless circle.
That's interesting. Who usually wins?
Neither.
Hmm.
I call it the Ouroboros.
I can see why.
They are both immune to fire damage and can only deal fire damage. This will go on
That's
forever.
so silly.
I mean, yeah, technically. No, one section of it would smell like alcohol.
It's like the latter. More towards the right, you're fine. Yeah.
Fight, 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 fight.
So yeah, that one over there to the left is basalt, and the one over on the right is breccia.
Cool. I wish I could name interesting things. Mine are so cliche, it's boring.
I'll be real. I actually don't even know if they even realize the name's the name. They usually just attack anything that they think is funny in front of them.
So, would they attack me because I'm funny looking?
I mean, if I pointed at you, probably.
If you point at me and hiss, I'm out.
Yeah. They're silly like that. They're also pretty good for any time I'd rather not walk around with a giant hulk of magma. You'd be surprised at how scared people get whenever that happens.
Yeah,
Unless
people
it's
are just a
Greg.
bunch of cowards.
I don't know why. I really like the flat unless it's Greg.
I mean, they have a reputation. They have a reputation of not being very mean. So.
By the way, Pumpkin, my bad.
Yes.
I just sent you the wrong one.
I was gonna say.
Well, I mean,
it was
everyone has a...
it was the wrong one.
Yeah, get out of my character. My character sheet looks so bad. that is actually incomprehensible.
I tried to understand it, and I was like, I don't understand it. I don't understand.
I've been working on some new drinks.
Oh, really? What you got?
Yeah, one of them, if it works correctly, should be able to repel the dead. Like undead.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's what the ghost root was for. You just kind of have to eat it. And yes, that does sound bad, but that's what the drink is for. It's like garnish. It's like when you put a lemon on the drink, but instead it's a giant fucking root. There's really not many ways you could make it look good. So I kind of just made it look like a spooky drink.
Nothing can sell that. People fear death.
Yeah. The drink itself is red, so it's like, ooh, spooky, it's blood.
I was thinking that. I was like, oh, blood equals death and bleeding and people dying.
But then randomly it causes you to be able to repel the dead like a cleric. Still have no idea how a plant does that, but you know, magic, it does stuff.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. You're always making these cool shit.
It's basically just pseudo potions. I just sort of combine two things that I'm good at. I like alchemy, and I like drinks.
Perfect combo. Me, I
I seem to have misplaced the main ship map. Like I know I have it on the elevator. I'm just trying to find the actual.
Next, he's gonna lose our characters.
No, don't worry.
Oh god.
Nice.
What else you got, Maggie? Or is that the only drink you made so far?
The other one is brewing right now, but in a sense, it's just it was pretty expensive actually. It makes people more resilient to magic.
Was it just?
It was really expensive though. I spent like the equivalent of like 50 gold on that.
Damn.
Not like here gold, but like anywhere else. Gold.
For a moment, Tails felt a heart palpitation.
I hear this. There's two snakes fighting.
I was making a joke.
Yeah, so I can't get the this cool effect to happen yet, but next session I will get it all worked out. But yeah, it's time to cross quadrants, guys.
You know what's so weird about these things?
Mm.
They can swim. They don't
In
even
the
like
water?
the water. Yeah, no, they hate the water. It hurts them, but they can swim. I'm assuming, like, they just kind of do the same thing they do with lava, but you'd expect water to work a bit differently for them.
I was gonna say, if they touched water, would they solidify into a giant stone snake instead?
No, that's not usually how it works. They usually just dissipate and then, well, they go back to the elemental plane.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. It would have been cool if that actually happened.
So I'm going to be skipping ahead a little bit. Time will skip a little bit, and this will be about now 3 days after your journey away from.
So we have 6 more, correct?
About 6, yeah. Yep, that is true. So 1, 2, 3. It is now the 8th of Hammer, 1365. And now let me get this pulled up because this will be fun. Not necessarily a new scene per se, but say goodbye to the Port Kylo map for now.
Bye bye.
The big one.
Bye, Port Kylo.
Wow.
Shagat Hassin.
This needs to be edited. Let me edit it, maybe. Oh, I guess I'm just gonna import it and put it in, then edit it. All right, cool. This is technically for later, but I will just put it here for now. This is where you all are gonna be going. And move it to
And it looks
1.
like a giant turtle.
There we go.
That looks like a leaf.
Well, it kind of does look like a leaf.
And for now, you all are not like anywhere near Major. I'm not Major, sorry. The cluster. I'm just getting the cluster map here for now.
Okay.
Instead, 3 days will pass, and I'd say you can zoom back into the ship, Lynn, because Jacob has kind of just been sleeping and breathing up here in the crow's nest, accumulating a small pile of bottles and rations, making sure to stay alert as to anything. And I'd say everyone is sort of like in and out of sleep come this third day. You know, you've this is your first like long trek, right? Before it was just like 3 or 4 hours. Now you've been all sailing now for 3 days straight.
Question.
I would say
how,
Tails is probably
actually,
not that sleepy.
Hold on,
Yeah.
actually, how many drinks could I have made in that time?
Oh my god.
Good question.
Because I'll just remove the ingredients that I would have used in my inventory.
And 7. Let's say.
God, dude, being an artificer would fuck in this campaign.
Yeah, I'd say 6.
God damn! I'm probably gonna make some sunrisers. That's literally just healing potions.
Yeah.
Actually, Lynn DM'd me a really good question.
Oh yeah.
Because this is like the first really long journey. Does Vic get seasickness again?
That's gonna happen potentially during this next bit.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I was curious about. I was like,
But you all are getting kind of not tired, but just, you know, I'd say everybody besides Tails is feeling the okay, so we're actually on a ship, right? While Tails, you're more than likely just like, feels good to be back, right?
Yeah.
You still have that mindset, and I'd say, you know, come the dawn of Hammer the Ninth. Right. I was just sort of setting the tone here, as you're technically on the 4th day, but you know, does that make sense?
yeah.
Yeah. And it's instead, something will happen. Let me get it here. It is roughly, I'd say it's roughly like 7:15 a.m. on Hammer the Ninth. When Jacob will groggily stretch his arms and kind of like yawn a little bit, toppling over a few of the empty bottles and some old food that was half eaten, and kind of scratches his head and takes out a spyglass and puts it up and looks over towards outward in the front. And that is when Tails, you'll be alerted by the ringing of a bell from up on the crow's nest by Jacob. Captain, this way, please. You have to take a look at this.
Shut up, Maggie. Continue, Jacob. What?
Come on the crow's nest, please. Come up here.
Did you just step on me?
Alright, what do I see?
Spyglass out forward.
Looks forward.
You'll notice what appears to be some pretty dark storm clouds ahead. The sea is beginning to churn, and this particular area and day feels a bit different already. There's a breeze here that blows towards your sail, as the air is thick with salt brine. As off in the distance, you can see what appears to be most definitely a storm already in progress that you all are headed right towards.
Is it like a normal just storm, or is it some unusual?
It's a normal storm, but it's a big one.
Is there another ship or something?
Yeah, I was trying to roll like survival maybe or something to see if like or what would it be to be like, how bad would it be for a ship through a storm? I don't know if that like uses just survival or intelligence.
I'd say you can
Either
use your
way, I got a
intelligence, but you
5.
can. I'd say you can do intelligence, but you can also add your captain rank to that.
of a +2. I'm also proficient in shit.
Yeah, so that could work too.
Well, if all that added together, that would be a flat 10.
10. You'd know that traveling in the expanse during a storm of this magnitude, if not prepared, could be very bad. Looking at it, you have maybe about 2 hours until you're at the cusp of the storm.
Okay, so like, just because things are so odd, so like above board, what would our like supplies be? Like, would this be like extremely low, or is this like, like all right amount of supplies? I don't really know what considered in game.
Hold on, let me go over here. So if I'm looking at this, let's see something. Currently, I believe we have. I forget how much random materials did we buy? Because I don't think I was the one that bought them. It was someone else that bought them.
Whoopsie daisy, I'm back.
Because I have written down that we have 13 grog, 10 grub, 13 gear.
I think we literally just have 13 gear. Because I think the ship had 5 and I bought 7.
I also found one.
Yeah, you found more.
5, 7. So we would actually have 15.
Okay. Doesn't sound horrible, but maybe it is horrible.
Well, for a sloop, maybe not.
So let's see here. Basically, Aether Storms, will it'll extend travel time, but also it might, like, a random lightning bolt here. It could cause some fire markers and some repairs to need to happen during a storm travel, and that can use supplies.
Yeah. And the fire markers honestly won't be too bad if we pull them out instantly, to where I don't
Yeah,
even think it'll take that much gear.
Yeah. The other thing is that, looking off into the distance, Tails, I'd say you'd know the nature of storms. While this far away, you can really only see the boiling dark clouds. You know the nature of aether storms, and this is most certainly an aether storm. That being, storms of any magnitude on the expanse happen when basically unstable portals to elemental planes open up, causing a rolling mass of water to form and then create an aether storm.
And
So
this
the
would be
heart of
like
the-
an unrelated one to the portal we had earlier, or is this related?
No, this is unrelated.
Okay, I just wanted to double check.
You didn't have a portal earlier. You had a crack.
Okay, yeah, I was just double checking. I was like trying to make sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's basically just super dangerous because it comes out of like a portal or something. With
Like
elemental.
at the heart of the storm is a think of it like a whirlpool on the water. And I actually have an image of an aether storm, if you would like to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get it here for you.
I know like Tails wouldn't have the knowledge at all specifically for like what supplies are good for a sloop, but if you were to like kind of scale down from his knowledge, would we have like a general okay-ish amount to get through it, or we need to like not?
That is an aether storm in imagery.
All right. Okay, so it's like a little maelstrom, because I think it's just not like the maelstrom.
Yeah, well, the maelstrom's not a portal. This is
No. I mean, like, I think like maelstroms in the water are like the little spinning stuff, right? Or am I stupid?
I mean, basically, yeah. Think of it like that.
Yeah. It's like it's not the one.
but-
It's not like the fucking funny one.
Yeah, no. This is a Aether Storm. And yeah, that's. I don't know how else to describe it. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, but like the swirling dark clouds are swirling around like that. This little glowing whirlpool-esque portal that goes into a random elemental plane, and typically it has a lot of lightning around it, and also a good amount of creatures are attracted to Aether Storms. And the further in you get to a storm, for the heart of it, the more creatures you might face.
Yeah. Tail's just gonna kind of like be like, all right, well, gonna need to tie down the cannons for sure. And then Maggie, question: do you like?
Yeah.
Could maybe quench, or I don't know if you have some sort of elemental better at storms that can help. Whichever one can deal with storms or water would be very useful to have out right now.
I mean, yeah, that's not a quench. I'm in a biscuit right now, by the way.
You're what?
I'm actually just eating like a little snack cake, but I like to imagine Maggie's just fucking eating.
Gotcha.
Alright.
Let me do that.
And Kieran, I'm gonna need you to go down the bottom of the deck whenever we get towards the storm, and you're gonna have to make sure that we have prepares up and everything like that. Wiki, I need you also to help me with the cannons. Kieran can help with the cannons as well, so we can tie them all down, but when we actually get to the storm, I believe Kieran should probably go to the lower decks.
Okie
Since, depending on how bad the storm is, they could actually... odd stuff might happen. I don't exactly know the amount in which the rain might start affecting you. See, it's not like we brought an umbrella.
It's fine, I'll just go downstairs deck.
Did you say anything for me, or was I AFK for it?
No, for you, it's just gonna be like... you, and Vic, you, if need be, might have to go help Kieran down in the bottom of the deck if we can... in order to help handle repairs or keep water out. You get to see if these bug it. Have fun.
Also good to note, just above board, this is how in general a storm is going to operate. You have like a good amount of time beforehand to prepare to enter a storm. All of the things that can happen to your ship or to you can either be positive, negative, or nothing could happen at all. Depending on how large the storm is, will determine the number of random rolls that I do on a table, which basically determines what effects happen, positive, negative, or nothing. Because the storm is medium-sized, you'll be encountering 3 rolls on this table. It can either be really bad, or really good, or just nothing at all. Depending on your preparation, you'll be, and depending on, in particular, I believe it is the boatswain rank, you'll be able to affect more of the outcome if you wanted to.
And I believe Kieran has 1 in boatswain.
Yeah. So the idea is that
2?
like.
Oh yeah, it's 2.
Okay, 2. Yeah. So Kieran, for instance, depending on what number I get, and before I tell you the result, you can either subtract, add, or leave the roll alone, depending. And that number is dependent on your ranking as boatswain. So, yeah. Begin preparing.
Myself some water, and I also
he would tell Jax to start helping with the cannons.
I also have A&W root beer water flavorer. So this is either going to taste terrible or great, who knows. Probably bad. Anyway.
So you just wanted me to go underneath the ship to prepare if there's any holes?
Pretty much get ready for like if things get bad, but yeah, I think everyone the biggest thing right now is, at least on this small ship, is to like put down the cannons.
Yeah,
And
I'll
which we have
just
enough people
chill
to do that already.
here.
So
Until
what
things shit goes down.
would Quench do?
I'd say, as well, if you wanted to have it work this way, Quench could try and help you get through the storm faster, or this is what I'll give you. I'll give you the ultimatum, right? Quench can either help propel the ship faster, potentially getting you through faster, but increasing the odds of a negative effect happening because you're going through more recklessly, or Quench can help stabilize, the ship so you have a positive benefit to the roll, but it will take the same amount of time.
I prefer stabilizing.
I prefer stabilize. Unironically, that's kind of matches what I was saying. So, like, the in-canon reason why we're like probably get someone to help. If the cannons start rolling, I'm not catching that shit, but Quinch probably can. So stabilizing does that anyway.
Yeah. Stabilizing would keep the cannons from rolling a lot
So
more.
then I'd say Quench would probably be outside the ship following it.
Yeah. All right.
I do have to mute for a second, so I apologize.
Alright,
If it's okay, could we go on like a 2-second break?
I'm gonna make sure things don't.
Yeah, actually, what if we go ahead and just take a 5-minute break?
Go. So
So we'll just put on pause. And
so
we'll be
Gotcha.
back shortly.
so A and W.
Okay, we should
Yeah.
be good.
I just
All right, welcome back to today's session. Little poll for everybody: is it Devil May Cry or Devil Made Me Cry?
Why? No!
And that is a joke that will forever remain locked behind the "Be Right Back" screen. Anyway, yeah, I believe you all-
Kieran was dumb and didn't remember the name.
and now it is forever unlocked behind the "Be Right Back."
I literally just have a sticker attached to my PlayStation 5, and it's just featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
But yes, I believe you all were preparing, so please continue.
Why are you bullying me?
Fun.
You know what? Understandable. Alright.
It's raining, it's pouring, I gotta make sure these bottles don't fucking fall on the floor.
nice rhyme.
Yeah.
The sad thing is we didn't get to hear that.
After a bit of like probably us securing the cannons, I will say Tails will probably be like, and now that I think of it, perhaps we should make the boxes in a better range where they don't either topple and crush someone, or like, make sure they're heavy enough to stay where they're at.
Oh, but I was hoping one would crush Vic.
You're so wet on
Wiki!
that up there right now.
What is your vendetta against that woman?
I don't know. It comes and goes.
I'm going to ask no one starts anything when we're in a fucking life or death situation. Oh yeah, as a reminder, maybe if you don't really care that much, you could die if you fuck this up, so have fun.
Every
He
day
says
is
that
a
like
life
I
and
have
death.
not been dead. Look at me.
Oh wait, by the way, hold on. You do realize that you're not like, you don't come back after being dead, Kieran. You're not like an actual zombie. You don't just get back up. And Taylor's trying to help make sure the boxes are where they should be,
Why
where
are
they
we-
won't just like scatter across the fucking ship.
Oh, I should...
Yeah.
Why are we talking about undead? She's gonna walk over.
The majority of the crates are sturdy enough to stand, and the ones that aren't are on the top, not the bottom.
Oh, I can see why we're talking about undead. Your face got blown open.
What? My face? What about my... What, are you talking about my scar?
That's not a scar. That's your teeth. I'm looking at your teeth.
Well, I don't even know how this happened.
Well, clearly.
Well, you got
Is that-
scars on your face.
Yeah.
Are we seriously
But-
having...
Oh,
Okay.
your throat was slit too.
Alright, I'm not covering my face. Never mind. I'm putting my
You
shit
all
back up.
hear a loud, thunderous boom.
So we had time.
Let me roll
What?
something.
And I'm going to stay down here.
Oh no, that was coming from the storm.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I was about to say.
I'm going to stay down here.
Yeah, Vic like visibly twitches at that.
I'd say if someone wants to peek out the
I'll do it.
yeah.
Sure,
Mm.
Navigator
Wiggy,
got it.
yeah, Wiggy, you just kind of like pop your head up out of the trap door. Roll me a perception check.
Okie dokie.
There was a water naga on our ship. Roll initiative.
Also gonna do some guidance. Poop poop. 23.
Your cat keeps trying to open my door.
You know what you must do, Kiro.
Yeah, I know. I saw her straight at me, and I had to adjust it because I had to spray my leopard tickles tank.
Really? I got a 23.
Alrighty. So looking out towards the storm, Wiki, you'll be able to see off in the distance a flash of light from presumably a bolt of lightning striking the water down beneath the storm, and you just like kind of like look at your hand, remembering what you've been taught about like the distance between light and sound, right? As you see the flash, you count 1, and then you hear a boom. Yeah, you're about
A mile.
a mile away.
I remember learning that in
Yeah.
in a kid's book.
I learned something new.
Why's that shit gotta be so loud?
That is actually true information, by the way.
This is
I wanna-
correct information.
Yeah,
This is real life. Yeah.
I used to do it a lot
Yeah.
because I thought it was funny.
Damn.
It's actually very scary whenever like because a storm went by, right? And I was in the car with my mom, and just we saw the white light, and immediately it boomed because it was right on top of us.
Oh shit.
I loved it.
Wait, are these two gonna get down? Well,
Yeah. Is there like any ropes in any of these crates that he can use to try to tie the
No,
crate top?
I already checked.
There's no ropes on those screens.
Checks my inventory.
You
Damn it,
can
the one
use a
time.
singular gear if you want.
Let me see here. Do
Like,
I have- Here you go. Here you go. Here's like 50 feet of rope.
oh, okay, that works.
Yeah, it's gonna note, Wiki, that Jax appears to be just fastening down the last few ropes, and kind of changing some angles on the sails to give us the best wind capacity. As it looks like Jacob is holding on to a network of ropes they set up like on the crow's nest to keep them stable while they are actively like looking towards the storm.
Oh, I do need to.
When they do see you, Wiki, they'll also be like, "Oh, you, Wiki, the spyglass," and just throw down the spyglass to you.
I'm gonna catch it.
Yep, you catch the spyglass. All right, you're gonna hear Jacob say, "That's all my metal gone."
That's all your what gone?
Metal.
Wait, am I holding metal?
Yes.
Why is tossing it to me? Oh wait,
You
should I
go
throw it
under. You
downstairs?
go under the ship.
I'm gonna throw it at Kieran.
Just go under the
You
ship with
what?
the spyglass, please.
Karen's under.
Wait, because that bitch is open, you're throwing it at me?
Just
You know
go
what?
under the
Fucking roll to see if
ship.
you hit me.
Oh, no,
Nah,
that's
roll
what
that
I'm gonna
shit to
do.
hit me.
No, I'm gonna since it's metal, I'm gonna holler like, "Hey, Kieran, catch!" and then toss it.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna catch it. Why the fuck did you throw this at me?
It's metal. We're gonna go through a storm. you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
by the way, Tails, are you just gonna go straight through, or do you need to like turn at some point? Because I'll be real, you don't want to fight a water elemental and a storm.
What would you recommend?
They can certainly keep it going straight, probably. At least way easier than fighting against that. Because I'll be real, it's kind of hard to hear whenever you're underwater and also really far away from the wheel. They're also passively trying to put themselves around the front of the ship so it doesn't go everywhere.
Let me see. We're only about 3 days from Kylo. Yeah, we're only needing to hit the tip, so we actually can just head straight. We should be low enough to where by the time the storm's over, we'll be able to go up by then.
So yeah, Maggie's gonna like go up and she's like, alright, you can just keep it going in this direction as hard as possible. And yeah, like Quench would kind of make like a thumbs up and then
Above board, I had to look at the map. Figure that out.
Because the idea, right, is if you need to turn at some point, Quench is literally trying to keep the ship from not turning. So you would be fighting the storm and Quench.
Okay. I think everything's down.
Yeah, I think all of the bottles are put out. At least the ones I want to tell you guys about.
I will say, just to clarify above board, because I don't remember if I at some point left it in the like old chest that we had. I would just clarify now that if I still had it in there, I take out the like opal. I know I had the opal thing in the chest. I take that out and I make sure I have the like emerald J thing. So when things go crashing around, they don't fucking shatter.
All right.
Yeah. And,
Okay. Well, I'm going to stay down here.
Yeah. And Karen, could you try help me pushing these towards the other crates? Probably be best to just have them all in one spot.
Alright. So he's gonna quietly whisper to Tails. You sure it's a good idea for you to go up there? You know, when the storm comes?
I mean, why not?
Okay. I mean, you know, you know what?
Did you do like a gesture? Like, were you gesturing something there?
Well, I don't want to, like, I can't gesture shit because everybody's here.
You know, like Bombay to the E-Ray A.
Oh, wait, he's gonna whisper.
Whisper
Coughed
what?
in my ear. What was that? You went.
Hold on. He whispered, spider bite.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Trust me.
You also did go in that water one time, so yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Actually,
Kind
that,
of like-
that is a good point. Is the water normal water, or is it like ethereal water?
Oh, the rain?
Yeah, the rain.
You'll have to wait and find out.
I wouldn't risk going out there, Kieran. I wouldn't risk that shit. I don't trust
When we
that.
get to the storm, I'll let you know if it's aether rain or actual normal rain. Since it is from a portal, it generally could just be normal water.
I mean, could you even tell the difference?
Yes.
Have you seen the water around here?
Well,
As
yeah,
you can
but
smell, taste, feel.
well, yeah. I don't fucking understand shit. Okay, leave me alone.
Especially taste. Water shouldn't taste. That shit fucked up.
Do I look like I can taste the water?
You can.
Yeah. It definitely has a taste. It's not a good one, but it has a taste.
I'm
Also
kidding.
pretty
You
sure
think I
it's
want?
toxic. Imagine it's like drinking a bottle of pain. Because
Well, also that bottle of pain can.
Yeah, and Tails, as you get up, you'll see like Jax move over and be like, "All right, Captain, everything's roped down. I think we're all ready to go into the storm."
Alright, if you wish, you can also double check the crates.
Ah,
Though
will do.
they might not be in the best way, so you could
Wait a
check.
minute. Didn't he want Wiki up there too?
Good to know, Jax. Jacob was up top on the crow's nest, tied himself with a bunch of ropes. All metal is gone though, so they're just gonna be the biggest lookout possible.
Are you gonna be alright up there, Jacob?
Oh, you're gonna be fine, sir.
Alright. Also, yeah, by the way, when you do say that, Kieran, you could hear as like Tails kinda kneels down and goes,
Wiki, get up here.
Ah, I was right. Also, I can't stand in that square. Water can actually get in here.
oh, by
Yes,
the way,
Captain?
is your helmet though made of metal? Or is it like bone? I can't tell about
Paper mache.
That's a good question. Is it made out of metal?
No, it's actually bone.
Alright, okay, you'll be fine. He would have asked then, because that's pretty obvious.
Metal bones.
Yeah, it has that shiny look. I don't know why.
Because it's to trick the opponent's eyes to think it's metal when they use the fire.
Yeah, but if I do headbutt somebody, still hurts like a motherfucker.
Also, just to
Well-
clarify, just because, like, you know, I would say, pretty much at this point, every morning, imagine him doing the 8 thing so we don't have to keep repeating it.
Hey, Alan, could you move the stream up a little bit so you can see like both parts of the ship?
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright.
Wait, where do you want me?
I just need you up here in general. If you can try to find something to hold on to that's not the anchor. If you follow the anchor, it will lower. Go grab onto the cannon there, because if
Wait,
if it's at the
Master, you
point,
know what'd be funnier if you grab the captain? I could...
if it gets to the point where the cannon's rolling, well, we have bigger issues.
I know I'm a big guy, but I can see what I can do if it rolls.
Yeah.
So,
Don't.
anyone got anything interesting to do while we wait?
Really, like what, Maggie?
Rock, paper, scissors.
I don't know.
I got a deck of
Jack-
cards.
Jax kind of speaks up. Oh, I actually got a game that the sailors taught me. You want to play?
Depends on what it is.
It's a game I think all sailors must know at least some point. It's called Liar's Dice.
I just got like a
Liar's
deck
dice?
of cards. I don't really know.
Alright, how do you play Liar's Dice?
It's quite simple, really. He pulls out a few sets of dice and some cups.
Have you ever
Wait a
watched
minute, I
Pirates
feel
of the
like this is a
Caribbean?
referee. That's what I feel like it was referencing too!
That's how you play. Many sailors across the Expanse play it, so if you're good at it, you might be able to win stuff. This is just for fun, though. Basically, you have your own dice. You only start off with 5 dice. Yeah, you roll them, you keep them to yourself. Now, I'd start, for instance, and let's say I had two 1s, 2 2s, and a 3, right? I could start the bid, let's call it, at 2 1s, which is telling the truth for me, but you're not just guessing for yourself. You're guessing for how much dice of that number isn't all of ours, right? So if I say 2 1s, there's at least 2 1s, because I know that. That's a safe bet. I could go 3 1s, hoping that one of you has got a 1, right? Or I could do 4, hoping, 2 of you have, or, there's 2 more 1s out there. It goes around. Next person in line can call me a liar, and then we check, and you lose a dice if you're wrong. If you caught me in a cheat, I lose a dice.
Is this like a
So your
thief
dice,
game
you're out.
that I would know? Like, would I have ever heard of this being?
No, this is a definite sailor's game, but you probably played some sort of variation, I'd say.
Oh, this is kind of like the game. It's kind of like bullshit.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Jax will kind of be like, now, one important rule. If I say there's 4 ones here, and it passes on to Vic over there, they can't say 4 ones. They can either go higher, so 5 ones, or they can just change the number to 2. But see, then we can't go back. So then no one can go back to 1s, right?
Okay, Jax. You know, as much as that game sounds really, really fun, it honestly, that was confusing.
I don't know how else to explain it.
No, you're good. I mean, granted, never played it, so it's a little
Do you just want to
hard
play a
for me
simple
to...
card game and whoever wins, like, someone will do whatever the other person wants?
Fine. Well, if you get caught by Drake's sailors and you need to play some lives dice to save your life, don't ask me. And he walks away.
Oh, okay. Cards?
Okay, Jax. I mean, granted, we appreciate you suggesting a game.
The most influential game in the entire Expanse, which now none of you know how to play.
I kind of know how to play it, just not the same version that he knows. I kind of know.
No, you don't.
It's a card game. It's actually just a different game, Len.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
I'll tell
yeah.
you, one person on this crew, besides Jax, happens to know how to play Liar's Dice.
I mean, maybe Dodo. I mean,
And even then, it's not that good.
I was never good. At those types of games anyway. I'd lose even if I knew the game.
yeah, it just seems like a lot of lying, and I'm not very good at that. Granted, I do have not a very monotone voice. Plus,
Yeah, I was never
That
the
hurt my brain.
interrogationer.
So,
wanna play
poker?
like poker or some shit? You know, whoever wins gets to do something else for the other person or some shit.
I mean, objectively, I just wanted to pass the time. I have no idea why there would be stakes, but sure.
I mean, it's
Sure,
more
yeah.
fun if you get something out of it, isn't it?
Eh. Alright, so how are we doing this? Just normal poker, go fish. That would be comical.
Whenever you want, I don't care.
let's play some Go Fish.
Okay, yeah, Vic will pull a decently used and not old looking deck of cards, but it's like it's definitely been used quite a bit. It's not like brand new, and in the deck, like the box that the deck is in, has the same symbol that's on her brooch that's holding her thing together. It's the same symbol on the box, and she opens it and starts shuffling the cards.
Alright, so we'll just say our characters are playing it, but
Yeah.
I'd say whoever rolls the highest wins.
Just everyone roll a d20.
Yeah, just a d20, and no modifiers, no nothing, just a d20, whoever gets the highest wins. Just so it's easier.
Yeah. You want to play Jax or no?
They're tightening crates.
Okay. Ready?
Alright, ready?
Yeah,
Three.
sure.
3.
Alright, go.
Oh, okay. We're not counting down. We're just going.
Damn it!
I rolled okay.
I
What
got 4.
What'd Maggie roll?
2.
I won!
Let's go! So, does that mean you get to tell us to do something, or?
You can kind of see her eyebrow raise, and
I thought if you had a pair, you could put it in the center and draw a new one.
no, you got it. It's go fish.
Wait, so a go... Wait, don't we need, like, 2 of the same matching numbers for Go Fish?
Yeah, so I have 2 pairs. I thought we were playing Go Fish.
Well,
Maggie not knowing what the fuck is going on.
okay. I won. More of the story. I'm out of cards, so I get 1 favor from each of you.
I wouldn't say favor, but sure. Ed, hold on. I'm gonna say this right now. One of the favors can't be you can't tell Maggie she can't drink. That is not gonna be the favor.
I know, I wouldn't do that.
Thank goodness someone vouched for me. I would have done it anyway.
I know you would have, Maggie. But I was just saying it so in case she tried, you were going to be doing a fuck you moment and drink anyway.
Do I have to catch them in now, or can I, like, wait?
I guess if you want to, you can hold on to them. I guess.
I really don't care.
All right. As time will pass. At this point, you will reach the edge of the storm. And upon reaching the edge of the storm, of course, there is a loud sort of crackling boom as maybe about another a quarter of a mile to your left, there was a large streak of lightning that hit and shook some of the waves, rocking the boat gently. But the crackling boom was very loud.
Yeah. Again,
It's a good thing we're down here.
Vic kind
Yeah,
of
pretty
just like
much.
shudders again, I guess. Kind of just, she jumps a little bit.
Don't like thunder, lightning.
Don't
Shit.
like loud noises in general. And she kind of picks up the cards, takes them up.
Next time we do this, we gotta get the other two to get into this.
I'm not gonna lie, kinda wanna know what that dice game is like. I mean, I'm not very good at cards, you could tell.
Just because you don't know how to play Go Fish?
I mean, it's fine. I mean, if Maggie wants, she can go play the dice game. Liar's Dice, I believe Jax called it.
Yeah, Jax, it was Liar's Dice, right?
Oh,
Not gonna
yeah.
lie. Yeah. Yeah, you can show me it. These cards are stupid anyway.
Oh. Well,
Vic rolls her eyes.
all right then.
It's okay.
It is
Vic.
good. It is good to note that a majority of pirates on the seas and many sailors of the world play this game, and well, it's good to get yourself out of a pickle. Really, any of them. And you can win some money too, especially at bars or anywhere else. Gambling rooms,
Alright.
especially, I'd say. Listen, their specialty.
Thundering and lightning outside my house right now. That's wild.
it's called method acting.
Wild.
But yeah, I guess
Alright.
Jax will spend this time as we go into storm movement. Teach you some liar's dice.
Yeah.
All right, we're now in storm movement mode, guys. Isn't that fun? Make it this, yeah. Let's see. One moment, I need to get the thing here. Alright, and now, for you all, something completely different.
Now for something completely different.
Alright, that sounds better. Cool. Well, it's time to do some rolling. Let's see what we should do. Time to do some rolling. Let's hope I don't screw you. Alright. Well, first, I will need Wiki to make a navigation check, please. Or navigating through a storm.
Yay.
when you enter the storm field, light seems to kind of go out. You can feel that the ship would normally be rocking heavily from side to side, but Quench is pretty well stabilizing the ship for the most part. There's up and down at times, but you're really not going side to side or being impacted by the waves changing your course.
Mhm.
Now, as you know, bellowing winds kind of hit the sails and sides of the ship. The lights on the ship they're still on, but the flames sort of wisp to one side as the wind blows, and the flames shift depending on the direction of the wind. It seems that this storm is quite chaotic. But yeah, go ahead, Vicky.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, you will keep it on course. As it is now time for me to roll on the complications table. All right. Boatswain. Who's Boatswain again? All right. I'll take that as Kieran.
Yeah, sorry, I was drinking.
Oh, you're fine. Yes. The result is a 9. You can either subtract 2, add 2, or leave it alone.
Oh, add 2, subtract 2, or leave it alone.
This number is going to correlate to a thing on a table. That thing happens to be what happens in this moment of travel through the storm. You can, without knowing the result, you can change the 9 to a 7 or the 9 to an 11, because you're adding 2 or subtracting 2, which is your boatswain level or rank. You can leave it alone too.
Yeah, I guess we could leave it alone for now.
All right, the first one is leaving it alone. Got it.
No, I'm scared.
Interesting. Let me go ahead and look this up. Wiki!
Yeah, what's up?
You sense a presence.
Mm.
Decently big one, too.
Oh, God.
There appears to be a creature sleeping beneath your ship.
Like a mile down in the water?
No, like right underneath your ship. A creature, and I'd say Quench would notice it, has kind of docked itself onto the bottom of your ship and is now sleeping.
Wait, you're telling me this bitch is attached to our ship asleep?
So, I'm assuming it's smaller than Gargantuan, because we get alerted by Gargantuan ones.
Yes, it is
So
smaller
it's
than the
huge
Gargantuan.
or smaller?
Would you like to look out over the sides of your ship?
I will.
Wiki alert anyone?
Okay, you're gonna look out over the ship.
Well, yeah. First, I'm going to tell the captain's like, "Hey, Captain. I sense something under the ship, and I mean legit under. So
And
I'm gonna."
at this point, we're in the actual storm, right?
Yes.
Okay, Tails is smart. This is the entire reason I went for this build. I'm gonna have that take the wheel for now.
All right.
Okay, let's look what it is.
Should we tie a rope to our wrist just in case we fall off?
You'll be fine.
Okay.
Tails is ready to catch Wiki if something bad happens.
So those white lines I just drew, Vic, if you want to expand out the stream for us, those are fins.
It kind of looks gargantuan. I don't know.
Kind of looks like a manta ray.
But is it just like a little? What is it like a little guy here? Like is he this long with really big fins?
No, this is parts of its head.
Oh, I think it's a manta ray, but a really big one.
Wait, I'm so dumb. How big is gargantuan?
Bigger than this. Mountain size. Well, not mountain size, but like
Well,
small
wait.
mountain, I guess.
Isn't gargantuan
Right?
one medium,
Oh no, that
large,
so okay.
huge,
Yeah,
gargantuan?
you're thinking of, if I'm remembering correctly.
And anything past is colossal. Well, colossal's not official
Well,
anymore,
that's interesting,
but
right?
it's-
Because gargantuan creatures are much larger in terms of, like, Tiamat is a gargantuan creature.
Well, it's because gargantuan, that literally, it's because they removed the word colossal. In old editions, they had like colossal, so it's
No, I
where
know
if
they
it was past
colossal.
that, it was just anything super big.
Yeah, I mean, this thing doesn't have a stat block. It's not in the book. It's mentioned once. But it's called, and Tails, you'd know this, it's called a Dreadnought Ray. So we're going to say it's the size of a Dreadnought, we're going to say it's gargantuan, and we're going to say Wiki got pinged on it. But it is just, it's a gentle giant. It will not harm you, it's just resting right now.
Yeah, I guess a good reason too for Wiki to not get pinged correctly was because Wiki hasn't even learned it correctly. Because what, I think they unironically figured out they were a Wayfinder the other session.
Yeah, what, no, 2 sessions ago?
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, there it is.
And it's just a peaceful guy.
Yeah, they're gentle giants.
Oh, this one's not bad. That's a good one.
They just have no stats for it. It uses like, according to the book, it uses rock statistics, but it has no other description besides its name.
Just a rock that doesn't kill you.
It doesn't have any other description besides monster, dreadnought ray, gentle giant, sleeps beneath ship.
Has the same stats as a rock.
Yeah, but has a swimming speed instead of a flying speed. Can breathe aether, immune to aether poisoning.
Well, we should be fine. Let's not.
Yeah,
kid.
and like within like another like hour or so, I'd say the creature's gone.
Yeah, I would say though, before, like, to let Tails would have like went down and been like, by the way, I do want everyone to be quiet down here. We have a peaceful friend under our ship, and I don't want him to be woken up violently.
I mean, we're literally just playing dice and cards.
Axe is like, I can't believe they're winning.
Really?
They are a surprisingly really good liar.
You know what? I can believe that with Maggie. Yeah.
Wait,
It's honestly surprising he hasn't caught on after the 7th lie in a row.
wait.
Although, are you sure it's Maggie playing and not just Ashes?
What? Wait, what game are you playing?
Liar's Dice Captain.
I've never heard of it. I'm rolling deception. 14. God damn it! I wanted to be so funny.
Yeah, Jack.
Maggie's just like, wow. All right.
Yeah, Jack's just kind of like nudges. Yeah, sure. Yeah, got him.
Kind of check with his back up.
All right. And now that after the creature is gone and a few more hours pass for the storm, you're getting closer to the heart of the storm, but you're not quite there. Wiki.
Hour past, by the way. This is forced to go away.
Yeah. Wiki. Please
Yep.
make another navigation check.
On it.
Fucking Quench over here, Spider-Man with like the train scene.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Amazing.
Again?
All right. And now it's time for another incident roll. Wee. All right. Boat Swain. That is a 19. Now the thing is, because
What if you
the
do?
table
What if you do 21?
21 will revert to 1. That's what I was saying.
No, I don't think we want 1.
So either you can make it a 1, or you can make it a 17.
You know, the last odd number was good. I think we keep it at odd no matter what, and we don't change it either because we don't know. I honestly don't know what the point of changing the number is.
I think the bit, right, is once you sail more, I think the joke is over time in the campaign, you have a better idea what the numbers do, but that is literally you having to learn as a player what they do.
Yep. So take notes, kids.
So
the last one was a 9, and we didn't do anything to it either.
Yeah, 9 was like neutral. It didn't do anything really. It was fine.
Yeah.
19, we don't know what 19 could do. We might as well see, right?
Yeah.
All right. So
either
for now,
9 will always spawn a neutral creature, or it just spawns a random gargantuan. We don't know what 9 is exactly, but it does one of those things.
Kieran, do you want to change 19 or not?
I'll leave that up to someone else.
You mean me?
I'll leave it up to someone else to write down what the numbers do.
I would say Kieran's job because it's their thing, so I'll let them have fun with that.
True,
if they don't remember, they don't remember.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, my tiny brain from all these little voices were telling me to keep it at 19.
So you're gonna keep it at 19?
I'm gonna keep it at 19 because my voices keep
All right.
saying keep it at 19.
All right.
Your ship explodes.
Fuck.
I mean, it's close to that.
What?
In my head, John?
I mean... Anyway.
Well, it's okay. I mean, this is more of a learning.
A moment. Nope, not that. Hold on. Actually...
Okay, so we're not fucked yet.
Yeah, this is some good music. It's called, let's see.
Inevitable death.
Let's see, Hell's Lid. Okay.
It's just titled "When Men Begin to Pray."
I'll put something. I'll put some other Bardify music on the stream. But for now, just for the setting the tone, we're gonna use something else.
Yeah,
yeah, which won't be heard, thankfully. But anyway,
it's like Hell's Kitchen. It's like.
All right.
Oh damn.
You all will
funky ass beat.
What are we fighting, Suicune?
You all will notice as portals to every elemental plane open all around you at once. As the force of that impact will cause whoa.
What happened? I'm thinking about.
Anyway.
Wait,
now,
something
well,
happened?
what is happening? Kieran?
Yeah?
Are you
okay?
Yeah, by why?
You keep leaving and rejoining.
No, I only left what? No, I only left one.
The first one was me. When you guys
okay. Sorry.
Right after you said the portals, everyone went mute.
Oh,
That
you
was
say? And then everything went quiet for me.
Okay. Well, I need to say, I need what this is known as the Aether Storm number, meaning the effects are as follows. Because there's portals to all elemental planes. The portals to the elemental planes of water and earth will create pools of mud that float atop the Aether. As your ship is now mired. Fuck.
Mired?
Mm-hmm.
What's mired?
Stuck in mud.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that it is reduced by Quench. So if Quench wants to roll me a d4, please.
Quench is like looking over at the other portal, just like, I can see my house from here.
2?
2. Yeah.
2. Okay. So. All right. You're now. Fuck. You're now stuck for a day.
No.
Fuck.
It's not even like difficult terrain. We're like fully stuck.
No, you're stuck.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's that. Let's see.
Is
Next
there
one.
any way for us to get it off?
Oh yeah,
No.
you spend material.
Oh, okay. So we can just do like a gear to make that not happen.
No, you spend supplies for each day that passes, as if it were a travel lake. Anyway.
Alright, I guess we're stuck here for a day.
Portals to the elemental planes of air and fire will create whirling towers of flame. And now I have to roll for the damage your ship takes.
So, what is it like a big brick in the water? Why can't
Pretty
we like,
much.
move through
Like
it at
it's
all?
it's all
I
around
don't-
your ship. Yeah,
Okay.
it's what it sounds like. Just large, giant pools of mud floating atop the water that has caused you to get like stuck permanently in for a few days.
So
Now,
it's
for
kind
now,
of like
for like a
ice,
day.
but mud way.
Yeah, think of it like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I gotta roll for damage now. A moment. D4, I think. Yes. All right. The ship will be taking 2 points of damage from the towers of flame.
Okay.
And I need to roll a D20 plus the boatswain's ring. 16. That's good. Nothing other than that happens for that storm. And finally, the last part of the elemental storm. Yeah, the last part of the elemental storm. Dust from the plane of earth will mix with the heat from the plane of fire, forming clouds of glass that shatter and fall from above. The ship will be taking some damage, but since you're all not doing casualties, I will not count casualties. Let's look at the damage that you'll take from this. All right, 3 points more damage. The ship
How
should.
much health does it has 12 health, right?
Yes, and you currently have -5. And the sails are now torn to shreds, and to repair the sails, you must spend gear equal to the ship's base speed. And yeah, that's the effect. And yeah, I'll say that what happens is, right, as I'll get some different music now that the portals have kind of ceased. I'll get some stranded on the water music going. And then also the moment the ship stops, and it's very abrupt, right? I'd say that everyone below deck would definitely feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Going on.
Question.
Yep.
Did I take damage from glass shards?
No. Only see I removed the casualties effect.
Okay. I was about to say, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, no, it just ship damage and the sails are torn to shreds. And I was gonna note though, the rain is normal rain. It's not ethereal rain. Never get 19.
Yeah. Now we know for next time.
It was actually kind of crazy because I was reading over the I was reading over like the table of travel consequences, and I saw 19 and thought, man, wouldn't it be funny if they got the worst one?
That's the worst one.
That's the worst one. It triggers like 4 different effects.
Okay, yeah, well, thankfully I wrote that down, so now we know for next time if I land on a 19.
Oh yeah, Kieran, it is normal rain. Also, yeah, this is a
Alright.
problem.
Yeah.
And that problem, I pointed to sales.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So are we going to fix them?
I mean, Quench is probably going to take a while before they cut through most of this, so you guys can get on that. There's gear in one of the boxes. Probably some spare cloth to fix that.
I can work on the sales. I do need everyone else to work on the actual ship.
I'm scared I might break
Pick up
something.
some supplies.
Yeah. It is good to note, by the way. That fire spout thing with like the flame towers. I rolled a 16. I did change the effect slightly, but let's just say that you got the lowest possible, where if I rolled below that number, there's a high chance that Jax or Jacob or both of them would be dead.
Shit.
Mainly just Jacob, because you're kind of assigning Jax to Surgeon in a way. But like Jacob is still technically an unranked crew member. It's not casualties. It just says unranked crew. This many died. Yeah.
No idea what. I don't know what Jacob's good at yet, so.
Yeah.
We'll find something.
Yeah. And so basically, for the day
I'm
you're
going to use the bathroom.
okay, yeah. For the day that you're stuck here, you would expend a whole travel leg's worth of supplies.
Alright, let's get to fixing.
Okie dokie.
Gotta love storms.
Vic, get your butt up here.
Vic? Vic?
Lynn, you here?
Lynn?
One second, she's on her way back.
Okay.
No, she must have left to get a snack.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so by the way, how much is a travel leg?
A week.
Sorry, I'm back.
A travel leg's a week.
Okay, but like, how much stuff is that worth?
Oh, okay. Let me get that real quick for you.
That way, because if I'm correct, because I have the chef thing, I reduce it.
Yes. Let me get it for you. Give me a moment. Yeah, storms are not to be taken lightly. Let's see. Travel.
I reduce it by 3.
Page 170. Okay. Let's see. Travel legs. One week's travel time. Yes. Yes. Is this another thing that you have in like a random paragraph somewhere else in the book? Probably. Let's see. Let me just go to supplies real quick so that way I can actually just figure it out that way. Supplies and resources. Will you just not tell me? Like, what? Ah, sometimes this book is crazy. Alright. Rather than strictly measuring times for travel, like represents how much money and supplies need to be spent to complete a portion of a journey. I understand that. Okay, makes sense. Spending supplies. Here we go. At the end of each travel leg during a journey, you must burn the following supplies. And I'll go ahead and just copy this down into captain's logs. Everybody can have it, and I'll pin it. At the end of each travel leg during a journey, you must burn following supplies: 1 grog, and then grub equal to your ship's base speed.
Okay, so 1 grog, which that's easy enough.
Well, yeah, with Maggie, they can just make one appear again.
Yeah. So as long as we're not traveling multiple weeks, it's fine. Now, what is the base speed of her ship?
I believe the captain has that.
Okay. I also. So like, ship speed slow, moderate, or fast. If it's slow, we move 3 to 4 miles per day. No, per hour. Okay. Yeah, just to double check. Are we using the travel speed next to the travel leg section on page 178? Is that what the ship speed is for traveling, or are we using a custom thing?
That would be travel. Yeah, it would be 178.
All right. Time to go find out where the ship section is again.
I do believe that I have that in the I have the ship thing, I think, in the doc ship statistics.
Oh, okay, that is part of the doc. All right.
Yeah, it's a part of the PowerPoint PDF thing. It'll be on page 4 of that, but basically sloops are small. They are considered small, and because of that, their ship speed, I believe, is maybe. Man, this book is broken, in terms of all over the place. All the information is split everywhere. But I think it's working out. I mean, I just go for the lower one, and that's only because the ship speed during movement, sloops can only move up to 3 knots, and schooners 4, frigate 5, frigate 6, etc.
I think that would be it then, right? It's 3 knots.
Well, no, that's for combat. What it would be, from what I'm seeing, would be 3 to actually no, it would be 3 to 4. Yeah, it would be 3 to 4 knots, which is the base speed, which is on 178.
Okay.
I'll just say I'll say 3 just for the sake of it.
Okay, so then I have to spend 3 gear in order to repair the sails. However, because my chef ranking is so high, we don't pay anything.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, so grub is still perfectly fine. And if it was 4, it would just be 1. We would just have to pay 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, in a sense, we're good on food pretty much indefinitely.
Until you get an upgrade on the ship.
Yeah, and then obviously the cost is actually going to be something.
Yep. And with more crew, but yeah, for now that's what it is.
All right, and it cost us. I forget. So that Brett can subtract it. How many gears was it to like fix the sails and the rest of the boat?
I put that
3
in
for the
Captain's log.
sails. 3
Yeah.
for the sails. The rest of the boat, I don't remember.
The rest of the boat is just normal damage taken. And for that, let me find ship repair. And typically you'll need a dock and a port to do that.
Alright, so we don't even have to worry about that until later.
Now you can crew repair, but that's, or what's known as like dry dock repair, but that's typically only done like when a ship has sustained extreme damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're barely not even half yet. We should be fine.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. I guess just Brett, make sure you subtracted whatever you needed to, since that's
Yeah,
your
no,
duty.
I'm doing that.
All right.
Yeah, I already have it done.
Then yeah, I guess that's
Yeah.
just it. I
Yeah,
don't really know.
We should be good to go.
Yeah.
If we do a little time skip and then
Yeah, we'll say day passes and you're back.
Yeah, is the storm gone by then as well?
No,
we're still just in the storm. Okay.
Yeah. At this point, after you get it unstuck and it moves, you manage to make it to the heart of the storm and look out and see a decently small, like maybe in terms of size, right? The entire thing is only about 20 feet in diameter. Like that is the portal that is unstable, causing the huge storm. You can imagine that, days prior, that was probably much bigger. The storm is depleting, in a way. But yeah, when you make it to this spot, I will need Wiki to roll me another navigation check, please.
Get it. Ten.
Okay. Second. Yeah, I'd say that you're a little off on your navigation just because I'd say the stopping for a day kind of threw things in whack a little bit, and you're trying to do it in the middle of a storm, but you'll only be maybe about a knot off from the location you're going to. You're still pretty much on track.
Yes.
And now I roll a d20. After this, you have one more to go.
Okay. Okay, that's a 9. Oh, Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, unless you want to try another one, I don't know. It's up to
Hold
you.
on.
It's
So
up to
this is gonna
you.
be a above core question for y'all. So here's a question: do we want to see if I do a +2 or a -2 to see what the others do, or do we just want to keep it a 9 because we know what that one does?
I'm kind of scared because we don't know if 9 is just random gargantuan guy or friendly guy.
Okay, so
But if it's not the worst one, then it literally cannot be a random gargantuan evil guy. Because then that would make it worse than 19, which we were told 19 is the worst.
Yeah, so.
So do you want me to just do a +2 then, or a -2?
I say it's your opinion. This is a shipwright thing. Because
Oh,
I don't
wait,
know
hold-
what's the right answer at this point.
Let me get back down. My bad. Let me get back down.
-2 or +2?
You know what? We'll just do a neutral 9 so we figure this one out to see if we get either a nice friendly person or a one that gets to fuck us. So
Back with a 9, you kind of notice the same sort of manta creature roll up again and dock on your ship, just taking a nap.
okay, so it's a friendly one then.
Wading through the storm with you all until it departs once more.
Okay, okay, that's
yeah.
good to know.
As we make it to the final stretch of the storm, Wiki, one final navigation check, please.
On it. Uh, 14.
Yep, and we stay on course. As I roll one final time on the table. All right.
What's this doing?
Do we keep the little guy or do we keep the big guy?
I mean,
We
he kind of
name
chilling.
him.
He's so friendly. He's so sleepy.
Oh, wait. What if the Bacobs wake him up?
The Bacobs?
Because aren't we reaching him on that final... Aren't we reaching the place on that final 9?
No.
Okay, then, yeah, it's fine.
No, after this, you'll still have... Because you've been delayed a day. So you'll still have... and I think traversing the storm took, like, overall a day. Meaning you'll have, like... 3 going in on the 4th day. Traversing the storm was 4 to 5, and offset by 1. You'll still have, like, 5 days. 4 to 5 days left to travel. You're gonna get to the cluster. Once you get to the storm. But yeah. Keep 7 +2 to 9, -2 to 5.
Okay, we'll just do 9 again.
Alright. Yeah, you'll keep the creature all the way to the other end of the storm, and once you get out of the storm, you almost feel like a wave of anxiety that was on the ship has kind of just like settled. As looking out over one side of the ship, and notice the creature undock, wake up, and sort of begin moving more north as if it's going to Port Major, as it does a small little leap into the air, kind of like
A small leap.
well, yeah, it's kind of like moving its body, it's like moving its back up and out, like up, out of the water and then back into the water, right? Like not a leap, but like
Yeah, I know.
yeah, it does that, and you can kind of tell it was saying goodbye as it sails off, going deeper into the water. As you all have now survived your first Aether Storm. Congratulations.
Just you wait 2 more levels and I'm gonna start talking to that fucker.
Woo!
You won this ship.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think with that, as you all exit the Aether Storm, and off way in the distance, you can see the green glow of the Monstera cluster as it's entering your horizon. Because there are smaller sub-islands that you're kind of getting towards, but yeah, about 5 more days or so of travel, and you all will be able to make it there. Yeah, I think so. We're going to leave our session for tonight. thanks you all for coming out, and thank everybody who were able to make it and watch the stream. And if you're watching on VOD, thank you as well. Thanks again for Epidemic Sound for the music, which we will put into the VOD later, which I have a subscription for. Yeah. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Let's go.